here's the thing.
It does.
Like one, there's not that many.
Intention does matter.
There's not that many battle arcs in the history of Shonen to even compare it to Cooking Festival. So
because most arcs. Here's the thing: it does. Most arcs also have some type of substance that's not just battles.
Would you consider Cooking Festival? Would you consider Cooking Festival a tournament arc?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's a big. It's an invasion. It's a big battle.
Whatever you want to call it.
I think it's a tournament arc. And like it's
I don't care what we want to call it.
In the way it's like structured, it's a tournament arc.
That is, if not the best, it can't be lower than 3. Would you consider Cooking Festival? Would you consider Cooking Festival a tournament arc?
Tournament arc is like they're all competing for something. It's an invasion. It's a big battle. Like a tournament is a structured.
Whatever you want to call it.
I think it's a tournament arc. And like it's like
I don't care what we want to call it.
In the way it's like structured, it's a tournament arc.
That is, if not the best, it can't. But I think intentionally, because he's not trying to do any of those things. And that's fine if he makes it clear that he's not trying to do anything. It's obviously, from the beginning, this is a very bombastic, huge spectacle, manly, just eating. And if you want to say shallow, you can say shallow. That's fine. Shallow's cool sometimes.
No,
so stop.
Toriko for Black over like the last generation, bro.
Is everything? If an author isn't trying, it's clear that you're not trying to do that from the very beginning. How can I then hold that against you as a critique?
Listen, here's the thing: if you're not trying to do it, okay, I'm not gonna fault you for it, but I can't give you a rating anything other than what you're attempting.
Yeah, and I didn't call Toriko any kind of transformative, deep storytelling series that completely changed my life. But I say it is the most to date, the most entertaining manga I've ever read in my life.
That's the fair. But when you talk about, you're saying you're saying battle. It's kind of hard to what is it going up against? It's obviously going against the Marine Forwards or
just arcs with huge battles or invasions or with mad fights.
There's not too many arcs that can say that has that. You can say the Magi arc that you haven't read yet, which to me I'll put that up against the Cooking Festival.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
The Magi arc, the Chimera Ant arc is a giant battle.
Wait, what are you arguing?
What's the difference between Bleach, Fairy Tail, and Toriko?
In terms of fights or story?
What's the best manga?
Bleach, Toriko, and Fairy Tail?
Yeah.
As a person who's read all 3 to completion,
I've read all 3. I've read completion of all 3.
I've read all 3 too. To their completion.
To completion,
yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Then we all agree.
Probably Toriko. Yeah, probably Toriko.
You haven't read Bleach to its completion?
I've read hundreds of Bleach chapters.
You didn't read it to completion.
I don't need to either. I never.
No, but I think, and this is why I don't bash Fairy Tail either. I've always said Fairy Tail is what it always has been. Yeah. I've never bashed Fairy Tail because it is what it always has been. Hiromatsumi didn't trick anybody. He didn't try and do anything. He didn't set up expectations. It is what it is. I think
no. At some point in time, the fights did get dumbed down. At the beginning, you cannot say the fights were.
Well, I think
I'm going to break the own rules that I established earlier. That was never.
He did start mailing it in a little bit with the friendship power ups and
he always
some things coming out of nowhere. It started getting over, but Nike got me Starlight is kind of egregious. It's kind of overtly like hitting overhead, like I am breaking my rules. Like he's hammer fisting it.
Not the lightning is hammer.
Yeah. Natsu in the lightning is wild.
It was in the like first 5 chapters.
he
Natsu
couldn't
do it. Like,
All right,
But like,
That's tough.
I'm gonna answer a question about Ichigo.
Good, yeah, and this has to be.
Yeah, but I think
this has
Bleach,
to be like an ironclad.
But I think Bleach. I think Bleach at times is trying to do some other stuff internally with its characters, but it's not
doing them well. or
It's not doing them. It's not doing them well enough for me to put it above the entertainment that Toriko gives me.
Ukiyora's character arc is better than anything in Toriko.
Better than any other character arc in Toriko.
Yeah.
I can.
Why?
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Let's just have this so destroyed.
Did you even read that far?
Which one? Ukiyor is the dude with the white mask, right?
Bad dude.
Oh,
Bad dude.
he's a hollow.
Wait, is he the black eyed dude?
No, he's the dude with like the.
First of all, I don't even know why we.
eyes. The sunken
I don't even know why
eyes,
we're
right?
If you don't know who Ukiyor, if you don't know who he is, then I'm assuming you haven't even seen him.
I have seen him. I've seen every Bleach character except
I mean, I'm talking about in your read.
No, you dropped before you just said.
Yeah, you did. I don't think
You don't know where I dropped.
You said
dropped
you said after
right
school.
before
It's sunken eye dude. Yeah, I've seen this dude. Sunken eye dude. That's what I was talking about.
You've seen he's seen all.
I
the-
read some parts of this.
when they went right before they went to Hoiko Mundo. That's where Wesley decided to.
No.
No, the thing
I
is,
don't-
I consistently I watched the anime up until the end of Soul Society. Then I read the beginning of the Full Ring, the arc where with the dude with the hat and slanty eyes and the pigtail girl in the tracksuit, and they showed up to each like right after the Ori.
So you saw Ichigo.
Which arc is that? I saw. I've read that fight, I think, or I definitely read parts of it. But I didn't. What I'm saying is, I read parts like the beginning of arcs. After that, I read certain fights. After that, when people would show me Bleach, I'd be like, okay, they'd be like, this part is cool, and I'd be like, okay, I'll read it, and then I'll read that like volume or something out of order without reading it continuously through the entire storyline. I'll check back in on this, be like, is this good? And there was a point, like the beginning of that arc, I was like, this isn't bad. And then they started fighting, and I was like, no, I don't want to read this shit. And I just put it down. When Hitsugai whipped out his ice dragon, or that, I was like, all right, I'm good. When they all had those fights in whatever that town is, each one lives in.
Fake card.
Fake
Karakura town. Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm good. That's when they went into just brainless automatic mode, and I was just like, all right, he's just doing this shit.
That's not entirely true.
Hey, man. In that moment, he did. So I was like, all right.
But Bleach has
Plus, the fights in Bleach are whack, in my opinion. The fights are never good. From all the fights I read, there was not really any good fights.
I think Kenpachi has good fights.
The dude who got smoked by Ichigo, fucking level 1 Ichigo.
Yeah.
Like, and I was supposed to take this dude seriously after that.
That's the thing. Level 1 Ichigo kind of ran through the entire
Yes.
society.
That was the problem, because
Which makes no sense, really, but
it worked with Naruto because Naruto didn't just bop Shikamaru, knock out Gaara himself. Like, well, he did beat
if
Gaara.
he knocked out Gaara and Shikamaru, I'd understand that.
Yeah.
They're kids his age. If he started bopping like Kakashi and like Asuka and the Hokage,
Yeah, if he just ran through everybody who's more experienced than him, even him bopping Gaara, it took everything.
and Gar got jumped.
Yes, and everyone had to fight Gaara, and he barely beat him, and he had to use the QB chakra, so it made sense within story. And even that was like they were dragging each other, like themselves on their
Ichigo was being captain.
Ichigo trained for a week. Ichigo trained for a week, and they were like, "These dudes have been training for 1,000 years," and he was like, "Smoked, smoked."
He didn't
These
smoke.
dudes did train for 1,000 years on
He
me.
didn't smoke Kenpachi, by the way.
Bro, he smoked that nigga.
And then he came up with some retroactive.
Hey, man, that reaction.
Here's the
That
thing.
reaction.
Here's the thing, Andre. You can try and say they tied, but listen, if you got beat by a nigga and a Soul Reaper for 2 months, and you've been a Soul Reaper
Again, I
for
am
years,
not.
on top
I'm
of
just.
you, longer than
I am
you,
just. I am just clarifying that he did not.
You got smoke. You got smoke. You got beat by level 1 soul. You got smoke.
Yeah, he got.
I didn't get smoked.
The fact that Ichigo tied with you.
He didn't. Yeah, I'm just saying. As long as you're saying this was a tie, that's my main point.
This is the thing. How can you make fun of Vegeta when Bleach is full of all these loser protagonists? All the captains are losers. They got smoke. Losing to Goku has honor.
Here's the thing, though.
Ichigo's running through your verse.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing about that.
14-year-old.
We can explain that though.
This 14-year-old just smoked the whole town.
Ichigo smacked Byakuya.
Yeah, he's begging.
That's also.
I'm just begging this dude. They showed up with a cape on and he was flash stepping on their grave, bro. Like just bopping two captains.
There's a lot of.
The thing about that is
taking away from these series.
The thing about that is the Soul Reapers, they will win their fights if they're not fighting Ichigo.
Yes, if they're fighting Ichigo, it's a wrap.
If you're fighting Ichigo, it's a wrap. You're gonna lose. But
and the thing is, if it was written in a way where I could just be like, all right.
I'm such a lot of cap now.
Remember when Ichigo beat Ikaku?
Yeah, yes, listen.
He's a third.
Andre, I know you're about to correct this. Like,
Ichigo's on his summer vacation weekend, and he just went to Soul Society and just beat these fucking lifetime Soul Reapers.
Ikaku was face down in the dirt, bro.
This man didn't even know what a Bankai was like a day before that. Then he just started smoking all of it.
Here's the thing, Andre, because I know you're about to try and start correcting this and saying like, "Oh no, he lost or something." Yes, there's semantics. There's intricate details in there. The gist of it is everybody that Ichigo went against eventually got defeated in that same week.
Like who?
Except Isaac.
Ichigo should have died under the pressure of the Ryatsu in the Soul Society.
Byakuya, he didn't beat Byakuya.
He did beat Byakuya.
No. If you look at the actual context of the fight, he was losing the fight against Byakuya, and then his Hollow took over.
The Hollow.
No, hold on. At the point of the series, we didn't know what the Hollow was, and Ichigo himself did not accept the Hollow form. Hence, when he woke up, he was willing to allow Byakuya to do the same damage that the Hollow did to Byakuya. Ichigo didn't look at that as a fair fight, just given the fact that the Hollow took over.
That's a fair fight.
Hold on.
I understand that. That still has nothing to do with the fact that Byakuya counted that as his loss.
Yeah, no, he counted it as his loss because Ichigo beat him from an ideal standpoint.
Ichigo shattered all those Sakura petals coming at his.
No, he didn't. He lost. If you look at the fight, he lost that fight. Like when it came to Bankai versus Bankai, Byakuya won that fight. It isn't how Ichigo took over and then slash Byakuya.
Yeah,
is it a W? Is it a W? Even if you call it a draw or whatever, is it a W that Byakuya had to go all out against this 14-year-old who just pulled up, never held a sword before? This dude wasn't even a boxing champ at his high school, and he just started smoking all of it.
That's actually quite false. Because Ichigo was actually a black belt in karate.
Come on, Andre.
No.
I think he was. I think
that's actual. That's actual.
Might have been.
Yes. No, I get that feat, but like Byakuya, he has 1,000 years over Ichigo.
Hold on. Rodney, you don't understand what I'm not defending that.
Did Ichigo lose to that girl with the short hair in the school though? Wasn't she stronger than him in fighting?
And from a karate standpoint, she was a better martial artist.
Give her.
They need to make her the king.
Listen, and don't put me in a James Hansen standpoint. Please don't throw me.
That's your boy.
I wasn't even thinking about that, dude.
Don't throw me in that box. What I'm saying is, you gotta understand the context of how Ichigo won. Kubo pretty much introduced the hyperbolic time chamber with that whole Kisuke training with
But Kubo introduced like 7
Urahara.
Chambers.
No, not Urahara.
What's her name? Black Cat.
Yeah, Black Cat. Yeah, he introduced that training method, which allowed her to, which allowed Ichigo to train for 3 days to advance his Bankai. Hence, when he used his Bankai against Byakuya, one of the detriment was that his own body was failing it to hold up with the Bankai.
But the thing is, Andre, whether you slice and dice it, we don't know how long this quote unquote hyperbolic time chamber time was. From my memory, I don't remember what it was. How long was it?
It was 3 days. He had 3 days.
No, but I mean, okay, no. If he had 3 days to train, right? Because I'm assuming when you say hyperbolic time chamber, his 3 days isn't really 3 days. It's more than 3 days.
No, it was 3 days, Kevin.
It's 3 days.
It was 3 days. That makes it even worse.
No. It's 3 days. It's an advanced form. It's just an advanced form of training.
Bro, here's the thing. If you gave Ichigo a week in there, he would have smoked Byakuya, bro.
Yeah.
That's possible. That's possible. We don't know that as a fact.
Bro,
That is completely possible.
Byakuya has been fighting for thousands of years.
I am not defending that someone as experienced.
Who did Ichigo fight first? Zaraki or Renji?
He fought Renji. He fought Renji first in the human world. Renji was winning the fight until Renji was taken aback by Ichigo's, but Renji just scrubbed.
Come on, bro.
No, Reggie is square.
Reggie's so
Renji like that?
Reggie's
Hold on.
How you Lieutenant you is trash? How are you worse than Ikaku, bro?
How do you go from barely beating Renji
I'm
to
going
smoking
to
Zaraki?
explain it. Byakuya one-shots Ichigo in the human world. Mind you, anytime they go to the human world, there's limiters put on their powers so they don't crush humans in their powers.
Yeah, they can only use 30% of their power, yes.
Remember that.
That's what. As soon as Ichigo stepped in the Soul Society, he should have fell apart.
No, because he trained with Urahara afterwards to learn how to control his Ryatsu and withstand that type of pressure. That was part of his training.
Bleach had a power.
Here's my thing, Andre.
I don't understand.
Here's my thing, though, because I know if Luffy prison, bro. If Luffy came up there and started smoking the fuck out of Kaido, bro.
But look what I say. I said him beating Katakuri was some bullshit. That has always been my stance on that position.
But the Willa D took over in that moment.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not interested in this.
Yeah. But he trains with Urahara. He goes to the Soul Society, then he trains with Ishin's pretty much his family members, unbeknownst to them. And they teach him how to use, I think, control his Ryatsu as well. That's also part of his training as well. They show him how to do that stuff. And then afterwards, he fights Ikaku. Everyone knows Ikaku's a fucking scrub. He's always been.
Do we know Ikaku's a fucking scrub?
Yeah, he's a person that will never learn. He always wants to fight under Kenpachi, so he's never going to use his full strength, no matter what. That's been an established trait.
Oh yeah, because he has a
he has a Bankai.
His ability.
Pretty retroactive.
I'm just giving you context, man. And I'm not.
No, because you said it's always been established. It's not been established. It was established.
No. I didn't say it was always been established with Ikaku. I'm just saying. I say Ikaku's always been a scrub, but he's also a third seat member. You have to remember it's in that particular division
with the strength of a captain.
No, he doesn't get the strength of a captain until afterwards. You understand? You got Kenpachi is the captain. The vice captain is I don't know the overall's name. And then it's the flamboyant dude. And then it's Ikaku.
Yumichika.
Yeah. So Ikaku is the third seat, and pretty much Ichigo outdueled him.
Let's not talk about that.
Why is Ichigo able to outdo him? He's been alive for thousands of years.
Dude, obviously he's a third seat for a reason. Ichigo was said to be at least third to second captain level going into the Soul Society.
But if
He just didn't have the experience of like
But
Hito.
how though? How?
We want to say it's retroactively, but it's in his genes, bro.
he just blew his.
So then Luffy should be able to beat Katakuri because it's in his genes, right?
No, one because
What do you mean it's not in his genes? He has a Will D.
no. We don't know what that actually means yet.
We know what that means.
Wait,
We don't know what it means.
Pause.
He's been yelling
Hold
to us for 500 times.
It wasn't because he had the will of D.
Yeah,
It was because he bloomed in battle. That was the reason he won.
Hockey blooms in battle. Ain't the how you already felt about that? I don't feel that way.
Y'all telling me the Will D got nothing to do with Hopkey blooming?
It got nothing to do with it, bro.
no, it actually does not have anything to do with it.
After training for a week in fucking Udon prison, if Luffy starts going blow for blow with Kaido, Andre, are you gonna have a problem with it?
Yes.
Why?
One, based on what we've seen prior.
Okay. What's prior?
Prior is one he was struggling against Doflamingo. Like,
Okay.
you gotta remember the Doflamingo fight only happened like a month ago.
Okay.
Right.
That's no longer than that.
2 months at the most. He was struggling against Cracker.
Mhm.
He was struggling against Katakuri.
Okay.
We already seen what happened when he went to go clash with Big Mom, that he got knocked back. So we have a sample size of Luffy at least struggling against people that are below Yonko members.
Okay.
He just got one shot at a week ago, and I'm okay with the train. I'm okay. I'm okay with the
Let me
train.
ask you a question.
Hey, go ahead.
Did Byakuya one shot Ichigo?
Yes, but here's what you're not considering. Here's what you're forgetting.
I'm raising my eyebrow right now, brother.
What you're not considering is the fact that the Black Cat introduced that specific technique. Well, Kubo introduced that one to help speed up Ichigo's development. See, this training that Luffy's been doing in jail isn't a speed up to Yonko level. It's to teach him Ryu, Haki, but it isn't a speed up to actually get you to Yonko level. That was specific to get Ichigo.
But how can you specifically? First of all, how can you accept that this technique or this training method is suddenly brought up that's going to get you to captain level right here, right now?
Well, it's not suddenly brought up.
Why is that okay with you instead of?
It's not suddenly brought up. It's for when Ichigo gets to when we see when Ruki is at the prison and she's almost about to escape and Ichigo comes through, Yurichi knocks him out and she says, just give the kid 3 days and he'll be able to beat you. So Ukubo set that up right then and there. There's some chapters going on, and then we get introduced to the idea of that training.
And Luffy starting his training in the prison isn't.
I think the issue is that, or people's issue may be that shouldn't even exist.
What shouldn't exist?
Training that can boost you that fast, that high, that fast.
But it comes with a detriment, as we've seen in the battle with Byakuya, is that Ichigo's own body was being crushed by his own Bankai.
A detriment that ended up giving him the win.
But he didn't win the fight.
He did win the fight.
No, he didn't win the fight.
Byakuya conceded because of the thing that happened.
No, but he didn't concede because of the fight. He conceded because of the ideals. It's the same thing with Sasuke and Ichigo. Naruto did. Sasuke lose the fight? No, they both were in the same state.
Listen, what impact did the strain of the Bankai on his body have in the end?
It had a significant damage. It allowed Byakuya to gain the upper hand to allow the final blow before the hollow.
To allow the hollow to take over, right?
But yeah.
So exactly, that drawback ended up helping him win in the end.
No, because Ichigo doesn't consider that as a help.
But I don't care what Ichigo considers you as.
You have to consider that given the context of the situation and who characters are. If characters don't,
The context of the situation.
if characters don't like outside interference and they don't themselves consider it as a clean W, then I have to respect that.
No, you don't.
Because that's part of the story.
You don't have to respect
Yes,
that.
I
At the
do
end
have
of
to
the
respect
day,
it.
at the end of the day, Ichigo got what he wanted. He won that exchange.
But Ichigo. But the thing is, as Ichigo stated, he was never really trying to fight Byakuya. He was fighting the ideals of the Soul Society. Byakuya said that
And he
this
won,
guy,
right? And he won.
No. In an ideal standpoint, but from a physical standpoint, he didn't. He lost that fight.
Andre.
Yo, Shakir, listen.
Andre,
At a
what
certain-
you're
listen.
saying, listen, brother. Listen, brother.
I'm just saying, you're not
Listen,
gonna
brother,
you're not
you're
gonna
not-
catch me. You're not.
No, because you've already been caught.
I haven't.
You caught yourself the moment you admitted that Ichigo's burden ended up working for him in
But
the
what I'm
end.
saying is that burden is not something he himself wanted. That's my
I
point.
don't care what.
But you have to that since Kubo made that part of Ichigo's character, I have to consider. It's like, hey, listen, Ichigo said, listen, I don't care if there's outside interference. We still got to square up against Katakuri. I respect it.
Wait, what?
Like Ichigo said, like Katakuri apologized for.
I know you just said Ichigo like 3 times. So you confused me.
I'm sorry.
What
So
are you
Luffy-
talking about?
Luffy respected. Luffy when Luffy found out that Flambe interfered in the fight, and Katakuri was like, "My fault, bro." Ichigo was like, "Listen, it is what it is." I respect his opinion on it. He's like, "No, we just gotta just keep fighting." I always respect the person's opinion on the fight, and if Ichigo said that was not me, well, now I'm switching over to Ichigo.
Oh, okay.
If Ichigo said that was not me in that fight, if you're cool, you can give me the same wounds and we can square up. And Byakuya's like, no. But in Ichigo's defense, he was like, this is not really a fair fight. And it's technically speaking, Byakuya knocked him out. And then Nahato took over.
Listen, bro, you can keep breaking down the order. No, let me finish. You can keep breaking down the order of events that happened. I saw that. I know what happened in the story. I'm saying, what led to that is plot convenience
Every story has plot
in the disguise of a drawback.
Every story has plot convenience.
So there was no drawback at all. At the end of the
every
day,
story
there was no drawback.
Every story
His quote unquote drawback was a plot device to push
there was
him
a draw.
to
There was a drawback. There was a drawback. He got knocked out in the fight,
which activated his hollow.
Yeah, and at the point of the series, we didn't know what the hollow was about.
So why is that not a problem? But Luffy getting knocked out by Kaido to get sent to Udon to train.
I didn't say that was
stronger.
a problem.
No. You said you would have a problem with it. So if Luffy getting knocked out, getting sent to Udon, and finding somebody to train him in the specific haki he needs, that puts him on par with Kaido now. If that happens, why would you have a problem with that?
Here's the thing. Here's the understanding. The point of Ichigo's fight was to fast track him to captain level.
Was the point of Luffy trying not to be able to damage Kaido?
Yeah, to damage Kaido. You're talking about just Luffy piecing Kaido up.
No, I said blow for blow with him.
No, you did not. And I will say you did say fighting on par with Kaido.
Yeah, but blow for blow.
That training isn't to like. Yeah, the intention is for Luffy to fight against Kaido, but just from a story standpoint, and again, as I said, Ichigo shouldn't be able to fight these people that have thousands of years of experience. They have Kido, they have the Flash. That I'm not saying that makes sense at all, but there's context to the situation. In those contexts, should Luffy be fight? If Luffy just got knocked out by fucking Apu after the jail training, what makes me think that he can fight against Kaido?
That's also circumstantial. But listen,
what are you saying?
No, but you're asking me. Should the training that Luffy had be an issue if he caught up against Kaido. And I said, well, it should be an issue because we just saw Luffy get one-shotted by Scratchman Apoo.
That is not a one shot.
We just saw when he got
He
got right back up.
We just saw when
He took damage.
we just saw when Luffy got hit with the heartbeat thing or whatever he was hitting with. We saw the white eyes and he had to be carried. He had to be carried.
Reggie's funny, bro.
He got up right very next page, right?
No, it took a little bit for him to get up there because Zoro was literally carrying him.
He carried him for like 30 seconds and he woke up.
Was he knocked out, Kevin?
Next page.
No, he was knocked out. No, he was knocked out. Like that's not debatable. He was knocked out.
Next page after that.
But my that's not my point. See, my point is that I just witnessed Luffy get hit with a Apoo attack, and he took a quick nap afterwards.
Okay, but
Right.
When Ichigo fought Ikaku,
Just say right and keep it going. That's what happened. This is
when Ichigo fought Ikaku, was he not? Were him and Ikaku not like on par with each other for a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. So then, why in the very next fight is he able to fight toe to toe with a lieutenant?
Well, again, in that fight, if you look at the start of it, Kenpachi was touching him up.
That's a lieutenant.
Yeah.
I'm on Renji.
No, his next fight is against Renji.
His next fight is against Kenpachi. I asked you that earlier. Who did he fight first?
Put some respect on Reggie's name, bro. He went toe to toe with Byakuya, bro.
How did you?
y'all niggas talking crazy. I don't know what
Richie
it
got
else he
pieced
just
up by
said.
Byakuya, though.
Yes, he did. Multiple times. He was on his knees grabbing his chest.
There was
This nigga's throwing blood on the ground, bro.
Blood splatters after that, bro. You got baby shake.
Touched up.
Shakira, you're trying to treat me like I'm James. I'm not. Like, don't put me in that situation. Don't put me in the situation where when I'm stating. Listen, I don't agree. I think me and Evil even brought this up. And I said, I don't agree with the fact that Ichigo went into the Soul Society, pretty much. Dog walk. His
Dog walk.
Dog walk. Just to put it. I don't think that's good writing. In the sense of fighting and power escalation, I don't think that's good writing at all.
Why did he fight Kenpachi to a stalemate? And then why is his next battle somebody who's weaker than Kenpachi and he's having to just
because the Renji thing is from a thematical standpoint of the arc.
Okay, but it makes no logical sense.
Why wouldn't it?
You can compact
all this.
He beat Renji. He beat Renji.
There if you want, but if it still doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense.
He beat Renji.
Yes, he did beat Renji, but it was stated earlier in that arc, the gap between a lieutenant and a captain is huge. So if he's able to tie with Byakuya,
and then you also
he should smoke Renji immediately.
But you also got to put in consideration that Kenpachi is someone that doesn't know how to control his Ryatsu. He also is one that doesn't have at the time, he didn't have his. He didn't know how to open his Shikai or Bankai.
He has the rank of a captain, which is stated levels above a lieutenant.
I'm not gonna watch all.
Hold on. But do you know how you become a captain in his division?
Defeating the previous captain.
Exactly. So it wasn't based on some fucking aptitude test, or he just straight up.
No, but the thing is, he beat another captain. That's the point. So
We don't know.
So he's stronger than that captain, which is stated.
But Kenpachi isn't a fucking top. We all know there's level 2, the captain strength in the Gotai 13. Okay,
Right.
Yeah, but they're so strong as hell.
we can say, but listen. I am not defending. I am not. Shakir, I am not defending.
And why are you still trying to defend it then?
No, because you're. No,
Okay, you're right. It didn't make sense.
No, what you were doing was you weren't putting into context of the situation.
Bro, oh my god.
That's
The context of the situation Listen,
I
here's
was
the
just
thing.
trying
No
to
matter
be-
what
I
the
was just-
context is, no matter what the context is, Zaraki, Kenpachi Zaraki is a captain.
I was just being devil's advocate.
Listen. No matter what the context is, Kenpachi Zaraki is a captain. True or false?
Yes.
It is stated earlier in that arc by Chad that the levels between a captain and the seats before him are huge.
Hey man, Kubo was in his bag during his Renji and Rocky.
Yo, don't let the man get away, bro.
Yeah, y'all gotta put respect on my guy, bro.
Check the chat in those.
I don't like this nigga, bro.
Chat in this.
Kubo
I
made
don't like this nigga though.
it a point to have his character say that the
Brother.
captain and the lieutenant are not
Brother.
terrible.
Yeah, Rodney, I was rereading that. I'm reading the whole thing.
So
He got baby shake.
the
Your
fact,
brother, I am
we saw
not
this again with
Yep.
Renji versus Byakuya.
Good brother, I am not defending what
Let
you
me
think.
finish.
I'm not defending what you think I'm
No,
defending.
Rodney, you skipping
Then just
the
say,
chapters before.
then just say you're right.
Again, I am not defending.
Then just say I'm right.
Just
About what?
saying right.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't. Oh my God.
No, all I'm saying is you were removed. You were not considering the context of the situation. That's all.
I did consider.
I don't think so.
Context, bro. I'm telling you, I'm considering the context. What do you mean? You don't think I'm considering the context? I'm telling you.
You were being a little. You know, you. No. You're trolling a little bit. I understand.
I'm
all
not
that.
trolling. Everything I said.
No. I'm saying in the beginning, we trolling a little bit about Kubo and stuff. And I'm saying gotta just add the context to it.
The context still doesn't make it any better.
I didn't say that. I don't even think Soul Society is the best start. Personally.
So all right.
Each doesn't have the best start.
If the context doesn't make it any better, why are you? If the context doesn't make it any better, then why are you arguing about the context?
Well,
It makes no difference.
No,
It makes no difference, and it doesn't take away from my argument.
You said
You
Ichigo beat Byakuya, which is just factually not true.
I mean, he did.
No, in a
The
one-on-one
Byakuya count that as a loss.
in a one-on-one fight, Ichigo knocked out first.
Did Byakuya
In a one-on-one fight,
Listen.
I gave you my answer.
You have to respect what the character is.
You just didn't like.
No, bro. You're arguing something completely different than what I'm
I know
saying.
that's what I'm saying. You just didn't like my answer.
I'm using your logic.
You just don't like my answer, bro.
You said, did you or did you not say this, Andre? That you must respect what the characters say. Did Byakuya count that as a loss, yes or no?
A loss from the stance of ideals. That's the loss he took. And he even says that.
Show me
What
that.
was he saying?
Yeah, he says Ichigo was never fighting against me. He was fighting against the overall Soul
Show me
Society.
where he said he lost. In the
No problem.
battle. Show me where
He was waiting for that. That's you dug a hole, man. Hey man,
Good
first of all,
one.
we're gonna put some respect on Kubo's name.
Then show me something.
This just sounds like really badly
you can
written.
tell-
The
you can tell-
whole
you-
conversation is based
Well,
off of
you can tell Wesley just like, I can't believe we're discussing.
You're putting more thought into it with Kubo. Then it's like, bro,
Hey man,
the intricacies of the
bro, I'm just
characters and the
Again,
no,
I
Kubo's
always-
characters.
I always just wanted to just answer his original question. Shit.
You good?
You good there, brother?
No, I'm just talking about. I'm looking at the
choking
panels.
on the BS he was about to say.
No, I'm just talking about in terms of like a lot, especially like when Renji confronts Byakuya.
Be careful, whatever you're about to say.
When Renji confronts Byakuya, the art in that sequence is really, really good.
I ain't got time.
Those talk crazy.
Go back and look.
Those talk crazy right now.
I ain't got
Many blessings
Go
to
back-
people that enjoy Bleach.
Go back and look.
I'm looking at these panels right now. Bleach is it has a cool, quote unquote, like
Aesthetic or something.
style of like the way he's drawing a little bit. Somewhat, I guess you could say, and that's me being generous, but visually, it is super boring to look at.
I was gonna say like the panels are visually uninteresting,
There's
but I
no
wasn't gonna do
background.
it.
There's no interesting angles.
They're
It
in
looks flat.
It's just character stancing and zoom ins on eyes and
they are in heaven, brother.
Okay. Well, you know,
even
having space. There's no sense of depth.
Hueco Mundo's white, freaking
Again,
This is my
Quincy
thing.
Homeworld is
No,
white,
well,
the
look,
Soul
that's not
Society is
even the-
white,
that's
the
not even the
cities are
thing.
white.
Like he's drawing the same angle over and over again on pages closer. Like he's not using like different perspectives or foreshadowing. He's not doing anything.
Hold on.
Wait, no, I literally see that. These two panels, I'm looking.
Hold on, because I saw 8 pages of just close-ups on profile.
No, those are because those are Ronnie's posting close up.
I'm still waiting.
Getting beat up. There was like 5 straight panels of Renji from the side, like Ronnie's posting
One at a time.
close-ups of Renji getting beat up, bro.
And also, this other page is panels of blood splat, blood drip, blood.
That's
drip,
all right.
face.
That's all right. Ronnie's trying to
Bruh.
troll.
Kubo drew it, not Ronnie. These are actually
No, because Ronnie's looking for panels of Renji in beat up positions.
Okay,
right?
that's
True.
cool, and he could have drawn him getting beat up more visually interesting than this bullshit he put on this page. Eye close up, hand, blood, foot, blank white space, blank white space. This shit is visually garbage. If he didn't have a cool art style, this shit is garbage as a comic. It does not look good. There's no background. He's drawing the same angle of the face. He's repeating it panel after panel.
Let's
It
step back.
does
Let's
not
step back.
look good.
Let's step back. What is in a shonen battle manga? What's a good version? What's our standard of somebody getting beat up in an interesting way, drawn?
Specifically,
What's our-
somebody.
There's actually a few actually. I'd have to look.
Let's step back. Let's get a bird's eye view. And let's like what's the
Let me just say, let's get a bird's eye view. Y'all let this nigga get it. What is this?
Who got beaten up really well? Let me think. Now I have to go through all of them.
Hey man, Sasuke got touched up by Killer Bee. Man.
Wait, Andre.
Oh wait, hold on.
You're saying a lot of things. You're saying a lot of things about
Usopp,
Byakuya not losing this fight. And you're saying Byakuya beat Ichigo when I'm reading this chapter.
Yeah.
They both cut each other. They both still standing. And then Byakuya is just like, yeah, I lost.
Yeah, because he understood.
So what do you mean?
Wait, Shakir, what chapter are you on? I was looking for that chapter.
Which 167, right? Or 168?
167.
So in 166, when 165, he touched Ichigo up. Howard took over, put the paws on Byakuya.
this
Right, he put the
Bleach is so.
and then Byakuya said, "Neither of us."
This is like 20 pages. I haven't seen a single background from this shit. Like, like where are they? Tell where they are.
Kuba ain't worried about the background.
And then here's the thing,
There's like no sense of like location.
Whatsoever.
Y'all talking over each other a lot.
I can't hear you.
Even the sky has clouds. Even space.
Hold on. You said yourself that Ichigo, you have to respect what Ichigo said. He did not consider that as one fight. What is this page right here that I just posted? Tell me what that is, Andre.
Again, I'm going to show you.
Probably going to be a fire panel with an interesting perspective.
Listen,
I won. This is euphoria, bro.
I've never seen Ichigo make this a
Good night. He was
looks like
so
Luffy.
happy. He's in bliss.
actually, first of all, you go. None of these pages happen. They're on top of the cliff where they were going to execute Rukia. So we know the location.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying this is
that's
the
not what I'm
first panel
talking
that
about.
shows the location.
I'm talking about from a presentation and art standpoint. There's no sense of location of where they're at. Not that we don't actually know where they're at.
Yeah,
So
there's no
that's-
visual sense of location.
Yeah.
He's doing a bottom view of Ichigo, and he's looking up at the sky. I don't really understand.
No. This.
I'm talking about I'm talking about like with all the page like. That's none of these pages, meaning like all the pages that were posted, like all the last like 10 of them.
You cannot tell what the fuck is going on.
I'm gonna let you guys continue this art direction thing. I just got one more thing to say to you, Andre. From now on, argue about Bleach. I'm gonna have to fact check you, brother.
You didn't fact check.
I won.
That's a meanie face from Ichigo.
It is, bro.
Guys,
You didn't fact check.
did Andre literally not
What
say
I said.
Ichigo did not count that as a win?
No, that didn't. G. This is where obviously we're talking to each other, so we're not hearing each other correctly. My apologies.
I like this middle panel from Ichigo. That's like a cool poster.
What I'm saying is, at the time when he awakened from, he pulled the hollow off. He was like, "My bad, that wasn't me." That's what I'm stating,
Brother. You
that's what I'm stating. And again,
brother.
that's what I'm saying.
You know
And then,
who
wait,
you're arguing.
and-
You know
no,
who you're arguing.
again, wait.
You're arguing about the entire. Yes, brother. You're arguing about the entire fight as a whole.
No,
And you said
That's
that
not
you
right.
could that Ichigo does not count that as a win, so you're not going to count that as a win.
no, that's no. See,
Did he not say that?
again.
Please,
We're
son.
talking over we're talking over each other. So obviously my point and your point weren't being made clear. And that's an apology on my side.
Bruh. Guys, please. I know
Wesley, do you see what Kubo?
Tell this nigga he's trying to dance around.
Those was trying to hold on. Those was trying to show me what
Wesley,
the Kubo
no,
plays.
what do you mean? I'm not trying to. Do you see what Kubo's trying to do with Byakuya's character, bro? Like, look at these multiple posts. Do you see the deep cuts?
I haven't look. If you consider that,
You see the cuts,
that's cool.
bro?
I love it. I'm glad you. I love it. I
You
love
see the
it.
cuts? Read the
You like
panels,
it, I
bro.
love
Read
it.
the panels, bro.
Hold on.
The cuts.
But this is about. How many times do I gotta read this Byakuya shit? This is the shit that like Bleach fans cling to. Like,
The incisions,
it's
bro.
so good. Bro. He didn't want to kill his sister. I get it. I get it. Let me read this.
Byakuya also says that Ichigo broke his sword.
The Kuchiki are one of the four great noble houses.
He broke his leg.
No. Start with the other. No, you gotta start with the other one first.
It's the other page.
Yeah, and then it goes.
Ichigo's bleak. Kubo gets away with murder. The fact that he's in junk. These are the same angles repeated. Eye close up, face close up, side close up. The blade of a sword. Eye close up.
The more you zoom in, the less backgrounds you have to draw.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's cheating. He's clearly using like all these little tricks to not draw. This man can draw one angle, bro. He's the Rob Liefeld of fucking Shonen Jump.
He is a Rob Liefeld of Shonen Jump.
He definitely is. Yeah.
I can't believe.
He wanted to know why I didn't try to save Rukia.
Hold on.
Lawbreakers must face justice.
This
They
nigga
must be punished according to their crimes.
This nigga yelling out, "I won."
That is the law.
That's funny.
Why did this man thought he was? This man super thought he was in his.
What do you think of this?
Hold on. Let me finish reading this. That is the law. You were gonna kill her above the law, your own sister. Sympathy for one's own kin is unworthy. What did you say?
He's chatting right now.
What did you say? Familial devotion is nothing next to the law.
Familial devotion.
I must not succumb to sentimentality.
Hey man,
Hey, man.
Sounds like some great. Some great.
The Coochie Kid are one of the 4 noble houses. We have to set an example for all. So if we do not uphold the law, who will? Each of their shark face. Sorry, I still don't get it. If I were in your shoes, your own sister.
Bruh.
It's just like,
Yeah, but I mean, he just.
there is nothing deep about these 2 pages. It's just some airy word. It's not even the dialogue isn't that. It's just the way it's presented, where characters just staring pensively, thoughtfully, like just their hair
Staring
flowing.
into your soul, bro.
Yeah, their hair is just flowing, and they look away from the frame, and they're just like, "What do you know about the law? It must be obeyed. Even family cannot break the law." Ichigo. It's like, what does this mean? Even if your sister broke the law, you'd abandon her? Feelings have no place when it comes to rules.
Do you understand why he's saying that? That's the thing.
Because he's someone who adheres to rules.
No, because in the past, by
Someone broke it in.
by taking in Rukia and loving her sister, he went against the family law.
Okay.
And he had made a vow to never do that again.
Why not? What are the repercussions? Sound like he had to do those what you cared about. What is the issue?
I was asking if you understood why.
No, I'm just saying, what's the trauma that
Yeah,
happened?
you see what Andre does, bro?
Like, what
You
bad
call on something stupid, he's just like, I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating what happened.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, you never did anything bad. Let's say there's no other repercussions for you.
I didn't
Never
do
do it
anything
again.
bad, but I'm asking what he did. I'm asking
never
what
vowed-
he did.
You never internally vowed to never do anything like that again.
Yes.
All right, I have a question. I have a question. Andre,
yes.
do you consider that whole speech deep?
No.
Dosa, do you consider that whole speech deep?
I think
Deep?
it's
I don't know what deep means.
Bro, I hate
Do you
it.
consider it poignant, sophisticated, or thought provoking?
Sophisticated. Whoa. Whoa.
Do you consider it poignant, sophisticated, thought provoking, or moving?
I think
Emotionally.
it's an interesting concept if it was handled as well as it should have been. But I think it's an interesting foundation for a concept of the character of
It's
the
an
main
interesting
antagonist.
foundation for a concept.
Yes, it's an interesting foundation for a concept as the main antagonist of the character in this arc. I think it was an interesting concept.
Why?
It is an interesting concept.
What? The dude who follows the rules? That broke the rules one time?
No, but a dude who's stuck between following his ideals and his feelings for his sister, his personal feelings for his sister, and his overall responsibility
wait.
to uphold the law.
For his sister and steal to him.
And I think that's when you put your characters in compromising positions like that, only good things
First
should
of
come
all,
from that.
He had no qualms about coming to kidnap her and kill her. So why is he? Where's
Well, no,
this
he had to.
conflict?
He had to though.
Where's the conflict coming from?
The-
Like
the
he's fighting
conflict-
Ichigo
hold
to
on.
kill her.
No. So he
Go ahead, Andre.
he married Hisano Kucha, which is kind of which breaks family rules. Okay.
He did.
Yeah,
He's married. And she died or something, right?
Yes, so it's a rule. Like they, he comes from a noble household, so dating a commoner was against the rules, and that's just in every pretty much kind of medieval type of lore. We say like so. He marries her. She dies, and her final wish is to find Rukia and adopt her. And he made a promise to her, and he did that. He respected his wishes, and then but also went against the family rules, the nobles rules. So he broke the rules twice. So then, which led him to go in front of his parents' grave and say, "I will never do it again."
Wait. Why?
You never made a mistake, though.
No, but like, what were the repercussions of his mistakes?
Why does he
regret
say
it?
he never do it again
Yeah.
when there was nothing negative that came from it?
Shame.
Nine?
Shame for what? Falling in love and adopting a poor comedy
Yeah.
girl?
You don't think there's shame in falling in love with the person you shouldn't be in love with?
Well, nothing taught him about the situation that he shouldn't be in love with her, right? Like, did she die because she was a commoner? Is that why she died?
No,
Because he was a cop.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
Was she stoned because they're like, hey, commoner, hey, commie, get out of the
Nothing-
house. Like, what?
Nothing negative happened from his choices. So why did he pull the lesson from it?
No, I think that should have been. I think that should have been.
Is this really his backstory? Because at first I was like, whoa, this sounds more like I never done this on like a week, like years ago, much younger, barely paying attention because it was so fucking boring. But
Wow.
I didn't remember that part. That he was married and his wife died. I vaguely kind of remember now, but that sounded interesting. And then I asked like, oh yeah, what's up with that? And then there's no details apparently. He just did something and then he vowed never to do it again. And there's
the nobles, they withhold the laws and the rules of the Soul Society.
okay, but he broke the rules and he was in love with his wife, right?
He got coochie out of it.
Yeah, it worked out. It actually worked out when you look at it from that perspective. So
He felt bad.
he fell in love and he was happy, apparently for a short period of time.
And he was happy with Rukia as his sister.
Yeah, and he likes Rukia too. So like,
Hold on.
what is the issue here?
I want to make sure that Kubo didn't add it. I just want to make sure he didn't.
What is the issue? It's
I
just
don't like it because I don't like this
Yeah.
song.
yeah, I know.
Here's the thing.
There's probably something that I'm just forgetting, or maybe not. He just
I'll
didn't.
do a prefix this with, I'm not defending this. But
But my point is, Wesley, though, I just, you asked me that, I don't think it's sophisticated. That's a strong word. Sophisticated is so
Okay.
strong.
Do you think it's moving?
No, but the only reason why I don't think it's moving is because it wasn't executed the way it probably should have been.
All right.
It could have been though. It could have been. It could have been.
Oh boy.
Because I know what Wesley's going to say after this.
Wait, what?
What am I gonna
I got a feeling where. So, essentially, Byakuya's stance is, so he broke the rules twice. And his stance is that the noble families, they have to set an example for all the soul reapers. Right. And he's saying, if we do not uphold the law, who will? And that's why he made his vow.
apparently everybody else is trying to kill.
It isn't about the consequences of what. It isn't actually about if consequences happen. Because he broke family tradition or the law of the five noble families. It's just stating that I represent my family, I represent the nobles, and I have to set an example. And if I don't set an example, who else will?
All right. Why does he feel so strongly about this?
It's just how they
No,
raise.
I'm saying yes. I get why he believes in this, but he feels so strongly that someone who you're claiming that he loves, which is Rukia, he's willing to sacrifice their life to uphold this ideal.
Love is a strong word.
After also losing someone he cares about that he broke the rules for to begin with.
Love is a strong word.
Okay, care for.
He did love Rukia.
He cares for Rukia.
That's not a strong word. You know
He
he loved.
broke the rule. He broke the rules twice, and he found two people he cared about or loved. So shouldn't he have the opposite opinion? That sometimes you have to break the rules. This logically makes no sense.
He went in front of his parents' graves and made a vow.
Why?
I just explained to you why.
No, you explained
But you
what events.
I did.
You didn't explain any logical reason that you would get to those events.
I just explained to you why.
No, I'm
What's
saying
your
his
stance on
thought process. Why does it exist? Because the events of the story contradict that type of thought process. Characters can do things, but it breaks the reality of the story when they're not acting like when there's no logical
There's no logic.
path why they should act
All
like
right,
that.
hold on. So
No, but
hold on. So I can answer that. You got to understand, this was all under the guise that Rukia broke the law. You got to remember the reason why Rukia was being executed because she gave her powers to.
He went to the grave during the Soul Society arc. He went to the grave.
No,
No.
the grave before that. We're asking why he went to the grave, Andre.
Because he felt ashamed of the fact he broke the law or the family tradition twice.
Why did he feel ashamed?
Because he has a strong sense of his ties to his family's traditions.
Does he?
If that's how he broke the law.
No, he understood that he was going to be the head of the nobles. He was going to be the shining star of the nobles. He has to uphold his name.
Why didn't he think about that when he was running around with this commoner?
Hey man, we all know.
Well, wait, that's real. That's real, though. That's real.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, that's real adulthood, but then you don't retroactively go back and be like, I feel bad for what I did, even though this is turning out great.
Wait, what?
No,
you don't feel what?
Wait.
What?
Maybe you do it, Elsa. But the point is,
No,
like-
people do. Don't do that.
no,
People do
so that's
all the time.
not even my main point. It's like if he was raised a certain way, which is believable, that makes sense. If you were raised in a family where they were really strict on you, and normally you'd rebel psychologically, you'd probably rebel against some of that stuff. But let's say he's one of those people who just completely fell in line and was indoctrinated and uptook those beliefs to be his own, even more chassis. That being said, he broke the rules when he ran around with that girl. So why did he break the rules in that situation if he believes so strictly that you shouldn't break the rules? He wouldn't even
'Cause
met
love-
Rukia.
Because love was all.
Love is different.
Well, then if that's how he felt, then doesn't he feel like when you care about somebody, you should break the rules sometimes? So he should.
But he doesn't love. He doesn't love Rukia.
Isn't she related to his dead wife?
He was only fulfilling the promise that he made.
Why is he breaking the promise now? Then he's letting her get.
Wait, no. He's not breaking the promise. No,
He did.
Byakuya doesn't love Rukia since when?
no.
No. You know what that is. She was a part of the package, bro. Like,
What?
She come. If you made me, you made her too.
I think it's shown in the series that these two have a very special, like, brother and sister
No,
bond.
they
That
have
love each other.
they have a
Special.
no.
What?
They're showing
Yes.
they have a complex situation. She's trying to
He
prove
tolerates her.
throughout the series, it's shown that she's trying to prove herself of having that last name, and Byakuya is just you're around.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, it's shown through the series that you're around. It isn't until the final arc where he actually acknowledges her as a coach. Yeah, her growth.
Okay, but if he didn't care about her like that, then why did he just lose in the battle of quote unquote ideas?
Yeah, why? So he's not
Like,
conflicted.
he shouldn't give a fuck.
He's not.
He should've turned around and
No.
All right, hold on.
No, because he doesn't disdain her.
Yeah,
But But if he kills her, he's going against his promise he made to the love of his life. But he also has to uphold his ideals for his family.
that is the conflict.
It's not really about his love for Rukia. It's about the love for his wife and the promise that he made to his wife.
The wife he met by breaking the rules.
Yeah, by breaking the law because man, the malls, bro.
Sometimes you find yourself in these areas.
Yes, but clearly,
You find yourself in these areas.
But
You
what
might
you're
see
saying
something you like.
makes sense. Byakuya's motivations are all over the fucking place.
yeah, it's very contradictory.
And when you break them down like that, they don't make much
You gotta,
sense.
you
It's
gotta
very
understand
contradictory.
You gotta understand, Wes. He was not when he met Hisane. He was not. He was not.
The
He
head
was
of
just,
the family.
yeah, he was not head of the
Those
family.
not all his actions to a core level. None of them.
He was running the streets, bro.
Just living his life.
Why did he change so drastically in belief? Like just because he was in the position now, he just
No. He wasn't. No, he wasn't really wild out. No, he wasn't
I'm
wild. He just
going to uphold
No, I'm saying if
who
he
I broke the law's wishes, but I'm still going to hold on to the law very strictly while also breaking it and adopting.
yeah, it doesn't really.
no, because people aren't just statues, though.
Yeah, but that's not show. Look, well then why is he even considering killing her if he's not a shit?
Because he has.
That's not.
No, he doesn't. He didn't have to.
Wesley. Because she at the time she the guise is she broke the law. It wasn't the fact that he was trying to kill her. He was just like, I am
Did he
not.
break the law?
He broke the law.
No, no,
So
no, no.
shouldn't he be getting executed?
He,
In his own,
I don't
with
think
his own fucked up logic.
Hold on. No, Shakira, you're comparing apples to oranges now. He went against the nobles' tradition of marrying commoners.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Rukia went against an established
Yeah, I get that.
rule that you're not supposed to give your power to humans. That's the law that she broke.
You're sentenced to death for that.
Yeah, you get sentenced. Yeah.
Why?
So I think it's.
That's
I'm not going to answer that question because I don't know the answer at the moment.
Okay.
So then she has her execution. He wasn't going to. It wasn't the fact that he was going to kill her. He was like, listen, her execution
He was a bystander.
it has to happen due to law. I promised after I broke the law the second time that I would never go against law again. That's his stance.
But why does he have that stance?
Yeah, it's just family tradition. Like, there's no reason.
Now, if you're saying that it should be more than,
I just explained. I just said why.
No,
No,
No, but I understand. I understand what you guys want.
You can say he stands there. That's
Hold
his
on.
stance. But what pushed him to that extreme?
Yes, that's an extreme belief. Like,
You
it's
know, I know. I
overly
understand. No, I
strict
understand.
about
No,
that.
but I understand what you guys are saying, and you want more, and I want more too. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect execution of
it's
the idea.
quite bad.
What?
No,
but
no.
I think that's a serviceable. I think there's enough there for it to be serviceable, for it to be
Serviceable is
interesting. If I was
bad.
critiquing,
No, it's not. No, it's not,
if
Wesley.
I was
Serviceable is
critiquing,
bad.
if I was critiquing him, I would say, hey, maybe you should add this or this and this to make this more impactful. But for what he has, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's not extreme. It's not bad.
But if
It's
you're
okay.
if you're about to kill your adopted sister, I need to see why you believe.
No,
that
he's not. No,
strongly.
he's not about to kill. He's gonna watch. He's gonna stand by and watch.
If you're about to
that
watch
go
your
through.
adopted sister die,
But I just explained. Why.
no, but the reasoning is so weak.
These laws. Who established this system within the Kuchki family, and then have Byakuya break these
But-
rituals and these systems, and there's no negative consequence.
Yes,
to
he
it,
breaks
and
them
yet
at
he's ready to
convenient-
take
at
this
the
extreme
neg-
stance.
Wait,
That's
hold on,
negative.
But since when do we need to go deep with all these antagonists
Look,
that our
not deep.
protagonists face?
all of them do.
I mean, if you're giving him a backstory,
Wait,
do it
what?
right, right?
Yeah,
Hold
If
on.
you're giving him, if you're gonna give him a
No,
backstory,
he could have done it better, but he didn't do it poorly. It's not
yes, he
poor.
did it poorly. He did somewhat
What's
poorly.
that?
That's not poor. That's not. I've read a lot of poor backstories from a lot of people.
Look,
That's not poor.
name names.
No, you don't know these people. I'm just like when I'm in class. When I'm in class and people have stories, there are poor ways to do things. This isn't poor.
It's me. It's
Wesley,
subpar.
what is your question?
I don't think you understand my issue with it.
I understand your issue with it,
What
and
is my issue with it?
that there should have been consequences to why he feels so strong about the law and upholding the law. Like, for instance, if there was repercussions for him marrying the commoner in a way that impacted him or the person that he married, that made him feel like, I will never do this again. Not just because it's his
just
family's
a
tradition.
It's just a tradition.
I understand.
Like, it doesn't make-
I understand.
and it
And
also-
if I was critiquing him,
wait,
if I was critiquing him, I would tell him,
hold on. And it also doesn't make sense because he broke the laws and he benefited from it in a super substantial way. He found this person he loved, and then he also met Rukia, which maybe there's lesser care there, but he still cares for her. And he met this person he loves so much that he's willing to even be conflicted about in the first place through breaking the law. So it stands to reason psychologically, if he did those things, he broke the law and he benefited more than he ever had in life with this person he was in love with. Then he should be looser
I don't know.
about the rules.
for example,
I don't think so.
You should be looser. He benefited.
If my parents tell me don't do this, this will disappoint me, and I do it anyway, and then they tell me in another situation, let's say I would still feel bad.
Something that's not in the story.
No, I would still feel bad. I would still feel bad even when after I
Okay,
did it.
yeah,
though.
he feel bad.
I still
But he
feel
also
and it doesn't mean I wouldn't
Wait,
run around
and
and I wouldn't get
and-
looser.
Hey, don't-
We can- we
hey, don't-
I feel
hey,
bad.
Let me say, for example, my mom, growing up, always told me not to jaywalk.
Yes.
Alright? If I walk across the street right now, jaywalk, not the legal way, I jaywalk across the street right now. Nothing bad happens to me. I jaywalk again. I come back in my house and I go to sleep. I'm not gonna wake up in the sky and be like, damn.
That's different. That's different.
I'll never jaywalk again. Like, bro, like,
No,
That's a tradition in my
different.
family.
That's different.
Wesley, I think your issue is that it's
I have forsaken my mother.
Wesley, there's an answer to your question. You just don't think it's strong enough. There's an actual, but there is an actual answer.
the answer is very weak.
What you're
Yeah, that's what I just said.
no,
yeah.
Andre, what you're not understanding. I get you're giving me an explanation, but it's a shitty explanation that exists in the story. That's what I'm saying. It's weak.
I just think that's too
It's just it's a bad. It's not well written.
That's strong.
That's
strong.
There's a written reason.
What was my explanation, by the way?
It's tradition in the family, and he has to uphold that tradition because he's one of the main houses.
Well, he's basically saying who else is going to hold up that example. The main family is not going to do that. We are
Well,
the
the thing is-
structure. We are the staple of
And
that.
here's the thing: he broke the law twice, and the world wasn't ending.
He didn't feel that way when he was clapping common girls.
That's not. That's
He didn't
not
feel
true.
that way when he adopted
That's not true. There's some more confliction there.
Was there? Were we shown that by Kubo? That there was any more?
It's implied.
Yeah. Okay. also, the idea that he did it for who knows? Like, why did he break the rule in that situation? But now someone's about to die, and all of a sudden he cannot break the rules.
Because he made the vow on his.
Why did he
grave.
make that vow? Why did he make that vow? Why did he become stronger in a belief that was already proven incorrect? That's what I'm saying.
Well, how's it?
His belief
how's
was
it
proven
proven
because
incorrect?
he broke the rules and he fell in love with someone and was clearly happily in love with that person.
And she passed away.
Yes, she died.
No,
Now I got
Not because he broke the rules.
Here's the thing.
But
Here's the
If
thing.
she died because he broke
No.
the rules, that's a better backstory. That makes logical
Yeah,
sense.
but we just said that. We just said that though.
Here's an
Yeah.
example.
She died because he broke the rules?
No.
No, I'm saying we said that would be better.
If in Madara and Hashirama's backstory, if you take away once the village was established, if you take away the part where Madara feels like the Uchiha are being
Segregated against the prejudice.
segregated
Yeah.
against and prejudice
Victims of
side.
prejudice. And
Yes, victims of prejudice and shit like that. If you take that entire portion away, and then Madara suddenly gets this entire ideal in his head to start acting the way he does,
It's bad. It doesn't make sense.
is that
I think.
not
No, I think the problem.
stupid?
The problem is what it's always have been. This is we're dealing in extremes.
Here's
And
the
nobody's saying this is the greatest piece of literature in the world, and this isn't the worst thing ever either. It's okay.
No, I give it to you, Edo. So the backstory makes sense, but it feels like there's a chunk missing
It's just
in the middle
It doesn't.
that connects
Yeah.
these two ends.
I think there's reasons given. There's reasons stated in the story to explain things.
Mm.
I don't think they fully make sense from.
Like I said, because it feels like there's a chunk missing in the
I
middle
just feel like
that pushed him this.
And I'm
Yeah.
trying to go back. What chapters are?
I'm saying
stories?
psychologically, people wouldn't react this way without more to that story. And to me, that's what I'm saying. There's no reason. I'm not saying there's literally no. The author can write whatever he wants. He can make a character do whatever he wants because he can control everything. But if I'm reading the story and I'm like, this is supposed to be a human being, right? This is not how human beings act. If there's a character where there's like a guy and he lived with his mother his whole life, and one day he randomly decides to push her down the stairs and kill her, and then the story just goes on and there's no explanation as to why he reacted that shockingly
Exactly.
different. Yes, there's a
I'm
reason
trying to go back. I'm trying to go back to
he
the
killed his
backstory,
mother,
because
but it doesn't make sense logically to a human being.
The
I'm trying to go
village,
back. I'm trying to go back to the
That someone
backstory.
would just randomly act that way.
Okay.
Well, what chapters of the
You can
backstory?
write it in
So-
a story and make it
hold on.
happen.
What chapters of the backstory, Andre?
So chapter 179, he tells Rukia the backstory, and he explains that 50 years ago I lost my wife. Yada yada yada. He says,
You not know any of this?
no, she didn't know who Lady Hisano was to her. She always thought that the reason she was adopted to the family because she looked like her sister, or she looked like Lady Hisano. Bianca instructed everyone to keep that as a lie. And the reason
Why?
and I'm going to explain it. And the reason why, because Rukia's sister, when they both passed away, they were sent to the lower class section of the Soul Society.
Why does heaven have a class?
Ghetto.
What is
Ghetto.
What?
But
Calm down.
You gotta stay over him.
God created slums in His domain.
Yeah, why? Though? Like, what's that? Why?
You in heaven project.
Calm
But then
Welcome to the gates of heaven. You will be directed towards the slums.
Go to heaven's Bronx.
But when they were together, Rukia's sister abandoned her because she was unable to care for her, and she felt ashamed of that she abandoned her sister and she got to marry into the noble family and live this great life.
That is wild. Why didn't you immediately go find her?
But every day she attempted to find Rukia. She searched every day after marrying Bianca to find Rukia.
Why don't you find her?
So on her deathbed, she asked Bianca, "I need you to find my sister, but don't let her know that I'm her sister because I don't deserve to be her sister given the fact that I abandoned her." That is the final wishes of Hisano.
So you broke her final wishes too?
No, how?
Did you say he told Rukia the story?
He's explaining. No.
This kid is the most rule-breakingest rule master I ever fucking seen. He's breaking every rule. When it comes to letting Rukia die, I gotta.
Even Andre got stopped. He was like, "What?"
No. He just said rule. He didn't break a rule. He just broke a promise. He broke a promise.
Is stronger than a rule.
That's not true.
He broke a promise to his dying lover.
Here's the thing: he broke that promise, but that promise was strong enough.
Are we really doing this?
Come on,
It doesn't make
Seriously?
sense. What do you not see? No, this is
All right,
different.
we better keep the same energy.
No, this is different.
We better
How
keep
do
the
you
same
not-
energy.
I'm trying
No.
to.
I'm on my P's and Q's.
The
We just
promise,
keep the same energy with every antagonist.
the promise
My
was
P's and
strong
Q's,
enough
man.
to break the law, which he feels so strongly about.
The whole reason Rukia is living there with the family is because of these promises he made to his lover, right?
He's giving Rukia the context of why he was acting the way he was acting, and he no longer wanted to uphold that lie. Her whole opinion on why she's in the noble family is based on a lie.
Okay, but that's still a rule he's choosing to break just casually.
He's not breaking rules.
It's not casual.
It's not a casual thing.
But the promise he's breaking was so strong that he broke
All right,
the law for it.
But first of all, let me get to the first point I was trying to get to. You're saying, I think you were implying, were there any repercussions or anything like that of him marrying a commoner? And yes, there were. It sullied the reputation of the Cucci family.
Now the reputation is so he doesn't need.
Now, you asked for an explanation why. I supplied you with the explanation, and that's all there should be to it.
That just raises more stupid questions.
And then, if you're saying that, well, that's not a strong enough reason, that is completely fine. I'm not arguing that at all. But I'm not going to let you sit here and say that there was no consequences.
It's selling the
asked if there was consequences. That's fine. There was a small
reputation of the Cucci. It's selling the reputation of the Cucci family. But what does that mean in context of the story? That's a consequence. That's not a consequence.
What is happening?
But no. I'll give it to you. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm not gonna debate what you're saying. That's fine. They got embarrassed because he was married. Because 100 years ago.
Was it the first time he broke the law?
What?
First time, did that not sell the reputation of the Gucci family?
The heart wants what the heart wants, brother.
Look. The fact that I don't know how you don't see an issue with it, but I guess it's just a fundamental difference in what you're placing right. No, the fact that he had this promise to his dying wife, which made him adopt this girl. He hunted her down. She couldn't even find her own sister. Somehow he was devoted enough to find Rukia. Even though his wife or his lover or whoever spent her whole fucking marriage to him, their whole relationship looking for Rukia, and she couldn't do it. And he was passionate enough to hunt this girl down, and he wanted to keep that rule. But now he can break the promise that he made to her on her deathbed to not tell Rukia.
She deserved to know the truth.
It doesn't matter. He's a strict. His personality, his whole character concept is about not breaking the rules. That's what he's arguing. He breaks the rules.
yeah. Miyagi is all over the fucking place.
When it's convenient for the story, he breaks the rules. When it's convenient for the story, not to break the rules.
What you understand is,
break the rule.
What you understand is, let me not say that. I'm not saying that you understand. But what I'm saying is, but you also gotta understand it, that he finally learns that Rukia actually never broke the rules. That was something that Aizen controlled the entire time. So he's also atoning for his misactions based on the entire.
He didn't find that out until after Ichigo already beat him.
Yeah. I'm saying, this flashback happens after the whole Aizen thing. After Aizen reveals himself as the villain, Aizen leaves. This flashback happens after.
That's when he tells Rukia the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but like that's still like a promise that he broke the law for. But I guess at this point,
I don't think you can consider like a promise. Listen,
to his dying wife.
That was part of what she asked.
And listen,
look, if the argument, it makes sense if he cares more about his family honor than he does his ex Rukia or his ex-wife, or not his ex-wife, his dead wife. If the character is supposed to care more about his family honor than these people, including his lover, who it's implied based on this whole story that she's the one he cares the most about out of all the characters. But if the character is supposed to not care about them, what's important to him is his family, then it makes some sense, but that's not what's shown based on what you're saying in the story.
What's shown is that Byakuya, he admits to himself that he didn't know what to do in the situation. He said, "Do I honor the oath to my parent that I made to my parents, or or the promise I made to Hisana?" He said he didn't know what to do, and he said, "Well, there was his conflict with Ichigo. He thanked them for allowing him to know what the answer was.
What?
Was he ever conflicted?
Yeah,
like during the whole Soul Society.
Right, he seemed pretty strict on him what he believed.
He always had the straight face.
You don't see that. You don't reveal everything at once in writing. You just show it. Hold on.
Yeah, but you should show it little by little. You should show it.
It wasn't foreshadowed. It wasn't foreshadowed at all.
It's a point of why you should always ask why you're doing this. This is supposed to be your sister. You should always ask that question: why are you doing this? And it was always implied that there's a reason to that. And I'm not calling it the greatest thing.
It's nowhere near.
I think. No, I didn't fall asleep. There's nothing left to say.
Yeah,
because my point still. No matter what is said next, the point still stands. It's in the middle. Like it's not the greatest thing. It's not the worst thing.
It's not even.
And that's fine. If it's not the middle, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
But I always think when I talk about this, I always think, what would I say to the artist or author? How would I critique it? What would I tell them they could do better? What do I think is working?
But I can point.
It's not just all. I wouldn't tell them that.
Edelson. The thing is, I don't know if this is why people like Byakuya or because he just looks cool and he's a tough, cool guy.
I can't speak.
But
he fights the flowers.
Yes, and that's cool, but like, there's a potential because really, I don't know if Kubo notices this or if he was trying to do this, but layered underneath all that convoluted character psychology that's contradictory, that's not making sense, and the emo backstory that's just clearly there to give him some kind of sympathetic backstory because he's a popular character, and try to make him like redeem him after the fact. clearly that's retroactively trying to redeem the character a lot with that bullshit backstory about the.
I don't think it's bullshit.
Okay,
No, but that's just my personal assumption. That's my personal assumption.
I don't think that's fair to say it's bullshit.
Hey man, tell me the volume. I'll read the volume myself.
I couldn't tell you the volume. Like, I just go on the Shonen App, so I don't know what volume.
Okay, well, whatever chapter it is, I'll read that volume 3 times and just do my best to.
You'll have to
reread the whole arc.
Yeah,
because I remember the arc. I remember the arc pretty well. But underneath all that, there is a potential that
that's what Bleach is.
No. I don't think there's any potential in Bleach. But I'm saying that dynamic that Ichigo and Byakuya, I really don't think there's anything good in Bleach except the art style at times.
Bankai's are cool.
I don't even think Bankai's are cool. But Ichigo
y'all can't be hyping up. Y'all can't be hyping up Domain expansions and then saying Bankai.
I prefer those over Bankai.
Y'all can't.
No, Bankai.
Domain expansions are more heat than Bankai.
Yeah. Hold on.
In what way? In what way?
I'll tell you this.
Right. No, P for sure.
Bankai's, like, they feel more like. Not that Bankai's like cool.
Bankai
you was so funny, man.
What? I said 2 words.
No, it's just the way you say things. Go ahead.
Bankai's feel like, in some ways, like Digivolution, or like a lot of times, like they're just equipping things on these guys, like, you know, like Hitsugaya. It's a guy, so like Hitsugaya, he just gets like ice dragon wings and like an ice dragon tail.
That's not true. He doesn't just get that; he's able to control.
I'm talking about aesthetically. I'm talking purely aesthetically.
But hold on.
Well, this isn't an objective argument. Like.
All right. No, never mind it.
I'm saying, like, because, like, writing wise, I don't have like an issue with Bankai. I don't think there's anything. But besides the fact that, like, I think we should have seen some of the ones that we didn't see. But I'm talking like, what?
What's one type of Bankai you're talking about?
Yeah.
Who does that?
A lot of them are Digivolutions. Like,
what about people like fucking Byakuya?
I know you say Byakuya because he has like the freaking God, why did I forget Senbon Sakura, Kageyoshi?
He's making fun of Bleach is just funny to make fun of. So
what about Renji's? Renji's
Renji's is the Zabimaru thingy where like his returns to the snake.
What about Ikaku?
Wait, hold on.
That's my favorite Bankai.
Hold on. Some of the concepts are kind of cool, I guess, but the idea of the just samurai swords turning into just whatever random superpower, that just feels generic to me. It's just a samurai thing, and it's just samurai magic. Like I don't give a shit about it. I just don't give a shit.
Samurai
or Domain,
but
not an evolution of Bankai, like.
So domain expansions to me feel like it feels more in line with the concept of like the concept of zones in Toriko, where like you saw like some of the high level characters.
They feel closer to those noble phantasms from Fate Zero, where you get sucked into a whole little world and stuff.
Yeah, well, I was saying zones because you had like Minority World, and then you had Hungry Space and shit. Like each character has their own little zone and with like a special ability that you're sucked into. Like so, and that shit was madly lit in Toriko. So of course.
But the point I was trying to get out real quick before you go off with Sanjay is with Byakuya and Ichigo, there's a dynamic here which could have been explored, where Ichigo originally, his whole character concept and his whole motivation, because people say Ichigo did have a motivation at the end. It kind of did. It was his family. And he cared so much about his family. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to protect because of his mother died. And he felt responsible for his family. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Byakuya is someone who, I guess, Rukia is his only family. And he's willing to sacrifice her. That's an interesting dynamic that they have. Because of someone who died in his past. Like, that's they're almost like mirrors of each other that went in the opposite direction. It's a Naruto paradigm where they're similar, but they came to completely different resolutions for what happened.
That's masterclass. So let's talk about Naruto.
Yeah. So they have this dynamic where they're one person is like, I forget how conflicted quote unquote Byakuya is, but he's trying to sacrifice his family, and that's the most important thing to Ichigo. So they're clearly at odds on a ethical level. Like they're completely in opposition to each other, but that doesn't really come out in the fight. Like he's not talking. Ichigo does he bring up his sisters in the fight? He's like, Rukia is basically your sister. You're gonna kill her. Ichigo has 2 sisters that he keeps shouting about wanting to protect the entire first couple of volumes. That's all he cares about. He goes to his mother's grave with his family.
I don't think anybody's arguing that. There's a lot of things in Bleach could be better, though.
That was super relevant in Ichigo's character. Where's that information?
Well, I don't think.
How is that not informing his actions like it should in this situation?
Can I respond to that? I don't think he has to bring up his sisters in that regards. He's bringing up the fact that Rukia is someone that's close to him. Rukia is someone that became close to him. That I consider her a sister or a friend, someone that close to me. So how can you allow that to happen to her? I don't think he has to bring up his sister specifically. He's using Rukia as that example.
He doesn't have to. There should have been some kind of parallel drawn. Because there's clearly a lot of parallels.
What are your thoughts on Mahayana Hands?
What are my thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Why?
Mahayana.
What? Do I have to make it because I just can't. Your thoughts on it? What?
I think it's lit.
What are your thoughts on Kisuke's Bankai?
I think Kisuke Urahara is one of the sauciest characters in Bleach.
What do you think of his Bankai?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't think we even see it.
Mahayana Hands in Bleach.
Yeah, we just see them.
Hands coming out of a sword?
Oh, wait, when did Kisuke go Bankai? I really don't remember.
It's literally the same ability.
Well, listen, I don't think every Bankai is trash. Bankai is trash.
Really hate to see it.
What did I say? I said I think domain expansion is more
You
than
just right
Bankai.
that domain expansion, bro. That's crazy.
Y'all dig it. Why did I say Bankai's ass?
You're getting caught up.
I said I think domain expansion is more lit than Bankai. So there's no okie doke to be had here.
I thought Bankais are cool.
Did I say I hate every Bankai or I don't think Bankai is cool?
Relax.
This mousetrap energy, man, is so lame.
I said Bankais are cool, and you came in and said, "Yeah, man."
No. What I said was I said I think domain expansions are more lit than mine.
I said it. Then I responded to you by saying you can't be hyping up domain expansions and shit.
No. You said that, and then he responded.
I was talking about how like a lot of them are like Digivolutions to me.
But I only said that because he said Bankais are meh.
No.
I didn't say Bankais are meh.
No, Wesley said that Bankais are meh.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Ibrahima came
freaking mousetrap setters.
Ibrahima was the first one to say and then Wesley.
I didn't say and.
No, Wesley was.
Yeah, Wesley was saying like he was saying they're doing whatever, and I all I said was that I think that domain expansions are more lit.
Yeah. You said Bankais were cool or something.
Yeah, somebody interjected and said meh after I said Bankais.
Well, it wasn't me.
And it was definitely Ibrahim who said
my stance on Bankais are like there's some that are pretty cool, but it's whatever. Bankais whatever.
You said you implied that they were bad.
Then I would have said Bankais are bad.
You implied that they were bad.
Listen, if that's your interpretation, that's your interpretation.
Hold on. It's not a jab at you. I'm not jabbing at you. And then we asked Shakira, asked you, what do you think about domain inspection? You said they're lit. You said they're better than Bleach's Bankai. And Shakira asked you how, and you talked about just the aesthetic.
Yes. No, wait. I'm pretty sure I brought up domain expansion because I said I think that they're more lit than Bankai. Either way, what I said was that I think they're more lit than Bankai.
I mean, are they not?
That's what I think. I think they're more lit than Bankai.
Like it's more exciting.
Right now?
Well, I'm using the word lit, so obviously, like, if you're writing a paper, can you argue why is something more lit? No, so I'm using the word lit. I'm talking about obviously like this. What I would personally find lit, and I think they're more lit.
I think it depends on who's Bankai, but I would generally agree with you.
What domain expansion have we seen that puts them over Bankai? Name one?
None of them have disappointed.
We got my hands, which is just Keyscape.
I'll tell you this.
That Hell Prison one with the fucking dogs and shit.
No. Okay, what I'll say about I'll try to make a slightly less subjective argument for it. I'll say this. I think that every time that this power being domain expansions were used in Kaizen, it always successfully heightens the fight in every way, whether it be
that's facts.
The intensity, the tension, and everything. And what I would, I guess, argue, I'd have to think about it, but I do remember there's some Bleach fights where having a Bankai mid fight is cool, but there's other ones where it doesn't really do much for the fight itself in terms of heightening the drama or intensity. Where he did it, and it's like it doesn't really alter how I feel reading the fight. But and that's
I mean, but that's mostly because it's the protagonist using them instead of the antagonist using them.
We saw a lot of the Soul Society members Bankais during that whole Espada stuff.
Yes, but they're the protagonists.
Okay.
So them using their Bankais, of course, isn't going to hype up the tension for you because it's not as if the antagonist.
Wait, I didn't just use tension. I said intensity. And no, because them being forced to use their Bankai means that this fight is so dire that they're in such dire straits that they need to be pushed to use this physically debilitating ability.
What's the best Bankai reveal?
Mine is Ikaku.
Yamato.
Or Yamamoto.
Oh my god.
I never got hyped for a single.
Yamamoto's is on the level of a Kaizen domain expansion.
Maybe Ichigo's during that.
I would say yes. Because I would say Yamamoto's Bankai is on the same level as when Megumi said domain expansion.
Yo, check the checks.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I got equally as hype on those two.
I don't know, man.
The
thing is, in the context of Bleach,
almost every domain expansion you bring up literally serves the same concept.
Yeah, most of these domain expansions are like Minority World level almost. But it's like,
do you see this, bro? Oh my God.
They're literally not doing anything. The domain expansions aren't doing anything different than what they've done in Bleach.
All I know is this: when I saw Jogo fall from the moon, and then he did Coffin of the Iron Mountain, I was like, all right, this fight is serious. This is some different shit I'm seeing right now.
We can't compare Dice and the Bleach, so.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing this. Like,
hey, man,
I don't like the concept of Bankais could.
Why am I defending
it? Could be good.
I don't know. Because it's me. I don't know.
It could be good in a different series.
Swords people having like fire coming out of their
let's get down to the
swords.
bottom. Who is yelling Bleach is good in your ear every day, bro?
What do you mean? I don't have any personal issue with Bleach. It's just
I have a friend who has watched a lot of anime, and he thinks like Bleach is just like one of the greatest shonen ever.
Somebody you gotta be.
He won't let it go.
No, I think
Bleach is good.
Yeah,
in the culture, yeah.
Ahmad used to think it was the best of the big three. He used to say that.
Bookie voted it. Bookie voted it in a couple of polls I've seen recently.
Even Andrew Devise.
But that's not a worse.
Look. One, I'm explaining to you. I think I don't have any I don't care about Bleach. I just really don't care. So people talking about it, it's like, bro, why am I wasting my time on this super mid series that's like nothing in the history of the comic media? It's like nothing.
No, but it's a strong.
It's something that existed that.
It doesn't add anything to the medium whatsoever.
No, but people are gonna.
What is this again?
Evolution are negative, nigga.
Yeah, that's true. But
people are gonna talk about it.
I'm mixed on Digivolutions.
No, they won't. All right, there's two conversations going on at the same time. No, They won't at Osa. It's just a fad. It was a fad. Also, it was a shallow fad. I'll put it that way because some fads people remember, but it was a shallow fad.
But that was a part of our generation of the big three. So that's
but I think the point Wesley's making is like it's not he believes that it's not going to be one of those enduring like series.
No. I'm not saying that. No, he's saying when we're talking about, but I mean we're us like it's almost always going to pop up. Conversation.
I never rock with Bleach like that, so I don't. It was just shoved down my throat. I tried it. I tried it, but
it was around you.
Look. The thing, if things are around me as part of pop culture, I don't care if I don't. Unless I enjoy it.
People are passing Bleach onto you like a joint, and you're saying,
I don't care unless I enjoy it. Unless I think it's quality and worth my respect and attention, and I don't think it is. So I don't care how much of a part of pop culture was during a certain time. I just don't.
But
give a fuck.
But you have to. You don't have to, but it has to be acknowledged that it was part of pop culture.
Yeah. If we're doing the history of manga, it's like for me emotionally, I have no connection to Bleach because I just don't care. I remember investing a lot of time in it and wasting my time. Also, I don't.
Hey man, you said it, not me.
Yeah.
That was Torgo for me.
Good night.
Damn, you really.
I take issue with this Adosa attitude.
What?
Because people call it the big three, and because it's sold for a couple years and the top 10 of Japan.
It was iconic, bro.
You have to call it iconic and give it this level of respect.
Did I say that?
I don't think
you said that. Yes, you had. You said Kubo 15 years at a high level in the game.
Yes. Yes, because no.
You tell me Kubo wasn't an all-star, bro?
Whoa, hold on. I said that because we had artists or aspiring artists in the call at the moment trashing art. And I can't.
Kevin was saying his design.
I can't. Wait. Hold on. Pause. Run it back. Hold on. Adosa?
Yeah.
If I'm remembering the call you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
That we were specifically talking about that blotch of ink.
Yeah. That's saying
and roasting it.
Yeah, and if you're gonna roast that, that's always gonna rub me the wrong way. This is always gonna rub me the wrong way.
So a professional artist is completely above criticism?
No, I didn't say that. But criticism and roasting are two different things.
Listen,
he's fine.
You're releasing a product for public consumption. You're making a lot of money off of it.
So don't call it criticism. Call it roasting. And if you're gonna roast, then I'm gonna ask
both.
I'm gonna ask you where your character designs and panels are.
Yeah,
not everybody. Me, I'm going to. Especially if I know.
Wait, no, I respect that.
Especially if I know. No. Only if I know that you draw, then I'm gonna ask you where your stuff is.
I respect that, but the panel was just a blotch of ink. That's what we were talking about.
As the person who made the comment,
I'm gonna leave that alone because I remember Adosa pulled this on me.
Y'all talking all over.
Ronnie,
Kevin, hold on.
No, it wasn't just Kevin. It was everybody. It wasn't just the blotch of ink. We were just commenting on the blotch of ink. There was a lot of.
What else was said?
Kevin.
I can't remember exactly. That was a long.
It was me and Kevin in that call.
Yeah, it was me. It was me and Shakira.
Ronnie, weren't you there?
I was in that call.
He didn't say anything.
Wesley was in there too.
I definitely was in the call.
Yeah.
I just remember what comment I made towards that one panel. That's it.
Look, when you say
a basketball player.
That's not criticism.
If I criticize a basketball player for poor,
I know exactly what he's going to say, and he's right.
That's not a critique.
But
we did critique it. Actually,
you roasting a blotch of ink for Yu Habak is not a critique.
We did both actually.
Okay, so Adosa, if you watch a ball player shoot an air ball and you're like, suck ass nigga, you're gonna be like, wait, where's your three?
I would never say.
Where's your three? You see your three?
I would never say that.
No, I'm saying so. Like, if I were to say that, would you counter me? Hey, man, where's your three? He's in the league, but where's your 3-pointer? Honestly, right?
No, because
if you did, I was like, all right, yes, I can hit the rim. I can hit the rim.
Well, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm more passionate about art than basketball.
Okay.
So I wouldn't.
But it's the same thing, though.
So
If somebody critiquing,
I probably
But
wouldn't.
just the idea of that, the
With the same
concept.
energy. Somebody else who's a basketball player and passionate about basketball will probably say that to you, though. Ebu.
Now,
No, they'd be like, yeah, that's on their ball.
On that,
I don't know.
On that-
Somebody may.
on that point, also,
Yeah.
I remember you making a comment towards Hunter Hunter's art.
Oh no.
Where's your panels? What's your character?
What comment?
You can criticize shit.
What
Like,
comment did I make towards Hunter's art?
How did you phrase it? It was along the lines of
So I should be scribbling.
Hunter art
No.
isn't that good.
Y'all should
What?
y'all should know
What?
Tadashi DC.
Well,
Where's your
no,
DC?
Rodney. The reason I know that because I don't make those kind of comments, especially towards art and writing. I wouldn't make a comment just like that and just leave it at that.
Well, it was in comparison
I
to
never
another
did
manga, though.
I'll say this.
No,
so we can't say Hiromashima's writing in Fairy Tail is ass.
I get what you're saying.
I wouldn't.
It's not. I
That's not a
wouldn't say
critique.
it's- I wouldn't say
That's
it's
not a
ass.
critique.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you say it's ass because, bless you. I think that
It is.
Evil. I don't want to be disrespectful, so I'm not gonna comment on what
Oh my
I said. But I think you enjoy plenty of stupid Hiro Mashima level series if it fits an aesthetic that you enjoy, or if you just happen to think it's lit in the moment. I think you read stuff that's Fairy Tail tier and enjoyed it and praised it. And so like I don't know. I just think it's cool to shit on Fairy Tail.
I know you're trying to say.
Yeah, I think you can enjoy
listen.
dumb series and just like not
The
anything
thing-
deep or
the-
sophisticated.
so-
Fine.
Actually, look, guys, the thing is, I know what you're trying to say, Wesley, but the thing is, and I've said this multiple times before, like, but besides, like, let's just get out the way, you didn't see the worst of Fairy Tail. Like, what you saw was when it was just, you really did, you really didn't, and what Fairy Tail was up until when you dropped it was just a series. Yeah, no,
I I got out of there.
well, that's what I'm saying. So like for you, like you always have this thing where it's like it knows what it is, and it's just a fine whatever series in what it is. Well, two people who dropped it before got really bad.
Finale, didn't he?
What? No, I read all of it.
Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. The thing is, like I can like it's not like it was one of those things where like with Fairy Tail, even within what it was doing within itself, like it started just kind of breaking its own rules, and so it was just like it got into another level because Fairy Tail was always just like this. It knows what it is. It's just lightly written, just kind of shown in adventure story.
My point isn't whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying you can enjoy a series that's not objectively amazing, but because Fairy Tail is easy to shit on, you're shitting on that harder. You're not keeping the same energy. You're not keeping the same energy.
I know I know what you're saying, but the reason why that's not true is because if another series was also just kind of like not this crazy, amazingly written thing, if that also started breaking its own rules and having shitty logic, I would drop it as well. That's why I'm on Saint Seiya. I dropped. Hey, what do you say?
There's some stuff in Toriko, but let's not.
I criticize the criticizable aspects of Toriko, but if you're gonna compare anything in Toriko to Fairy Tail level tier stuff besides the monkey balls arc, then you'd just be wrong. And like I said, I dropped Saint Seiya, which I enjoyed to a degree until it started doing the things that I had issues with Fairy Tail for doing.
What about stupid power creep?
What? It's an issue.
Hey.
But again, I feel like with you guys, unless I'm just reporting,
I never hear
I was gonna say, I feel like unless I'm like reporting my feelings on these things to you guys, like you don't see it, you can just make these comments, but you're just assuming like how I feel without me even saying anything.
If you never speak on it.
Yeah, I'm just
because I read it. That's the feeling I have. Like, what? Do I have to go do I have to tag everybody and say, so guys, I'm reading this thing and I don't like this aspect of it and blah, blah, blah. I've logged it in. It's in the archives. Just keep it in mind.
I'm just saying.
Several hundreds of times, and we've never once heard you talk about its insane, out of control power creep. So how will we know that you think it's an issue?
I actually have spoken on that being a problem before. So there you go.
I just think you're being extra harsh on Fairy Tail.
No,
it's an easy
show, yo,
wait, hold on. The difference is here is like when someone hears you praise something way more than you critique it, the person's gonna remember you praising it more. And even if you had said a critique about that said series, no one's gonna remember it because you do more praising than you do critiquing.
Okay.
Which is why none of us remember you ever critiquing Toriko.
Well, that's not my issue.
No, he did because he dropped it. He dropped it at one point. So,
That's I literally I said got really bad at the point.
Critiques. He dropped Magi, and he loves Magi.
Now he does.
No. That was a regular release schedule. That's not the same.
Yes. I've said this a billion times. But Toriko just flat out dropped the series. And here's the thing. Two things on this. Like, yes, I have spoken on the issues with Toriko. I dropped it. I've made vocal complaints about it. I made posts about it in the old anime. It was a mistake. So I've talked about this. Two, if you got like Ronnie, you're saying like, oh, well, you're not gonna remember that. Well, that's not my issue. And then number three. Well, see, regarding Fairy Tail, I'm gonna have to set this new rule. Until you read the Grand Magic Games, I don't want to hear you responding to any of my criticisms of Fairy Tail ever again. I'm not like no cap.
That probably I don't know what time.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I have good manga to read.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like, just take my word for it. I'm not just being unfairly harsh with this. I read it weekly.
No, bro. Everybody shits on Fairy Tail. It's just a meme.
Well, yeah,
meme.
Well, everybody who Reddit shits on it. It's not just a meme.
It's not. Yeah, I'm not doing it for the meme. It's not just this trend I'm hopping on.
I think you are a little bit. But,
oh my! Can anyone else like? Holy crap!
That's my impression.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
I think Wesley's explaining it. I think you enjoy shitting on Fairy Tail more than other series.
I don't. It breaks my heart that it got as bad as it did.
But my thing, and I think, what Wesley's saying is, Fairy Tail's always been that.
No, well, that's what I'm trying. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what Wesley thinks, and I'm like, bro. The thing is, you guys didn't see when it got to a different level of like, just like.
Look, I'm not about to get into the Fairy Tail argument. I don't care. I was just saying.
Yeah, wait, what were you?
I know what you're saying. You're like, you read other manga that have like dumb writing or isn't the deepest thing ever. You let it rock.
But I'm saying I think you could, and I think you probably have, because I don't know everything you read.
And what I'm saying,
dumb series that just are just hype or something for the fun of it. Fairy Tail to some people, it's just stupid and hype, or it's just stupid and fun. But you should
and what I said was the thing is even
is so good
even within its own boundaries though, like it started breaking its own rules and just getting really really bad even within what it was trying to do, because obviously it's not setting out to be this like super complex amazing manga. Like and for what it was, Fairy Tail was just doing its own thing fine for a period of time. But like I said, you didn't read when it got to that like next level of just like holy shit, this is like really awful.
Probably the same thing in the last half.
No, Toriko's last arc wasn't Fairy Tail tier, and the content that was really shitty, I called it out for being shitty and I dropped it. And when I picked it back up to finish it, Shakir, you wouldn't see this because you weren't in the chat. I made a Toriko chat when I was catching up, and when I was reading past where I last read, I was making a comment like, yeah, some of this stuff, because I was rereading, I was like, some of this stuff is still just as bad as I remember. And when I got past it, I made comments saying that the manga's recovering adequately right now to a point where like I'm almost willing to forgive the Monkey Ball arc.
You don't have to like.
I know I don't have to explain it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not.
I'm saying right now you're just overly. Like, you don't have to.
Well, I'm pointing out that I do make these comments. It's not like I read.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
The overall point was, I don't like Adosa acting like I have to have a level of respect for Bleach. I don't.
I didn't say that. I literally said that we're going to talk about.
I don't.
Man, you overly disrespect Bleach, Wesley.
No, I don't. I think I disrespect it to the appropriate level because it offends me.
and I can't be offended by Fairy Tail.
No, because you read Fairy Tail, you enjoy that shit.
I can't. I'm not allowed to be offended by Fairy Tail.
You're allowed to be offended at certain points. My thing is that just listen. I've been trying to get this out to you very quickly.
It's the same thing, Wesley.
Wait, y'all.
Edosa. I want to say one thing to you.
Just grab
you. Stop talking.
I wasn't even done.
To be honest, it sounds like you're done.
No,
my bad.
I got one sentence. I waited.
You do take dramatic. You do take dramatic pauses.
It offends me.
Yeah, you
take the thing about Bleach.
That was for comedic effect.
Cheeky effect.
Go ahead. I'm saying I don't. That shit. It's offensive to me.
But I never once told you you have to have respect for
Yes,
Bleach.
you did. That's what the whole argument was about. When you were like, you used to respect Kubo and what he's done.
No.
What he's
I was early. If it's on earlier tonight, I was just trolling.
No.
We're talking about
when you
back
said
then,
that
nigga.
15 years in the game thing.
Because
when people shit on Bleach, you're like, this is wrong. You need to respect what he's done as an artist. I don't honestly like. I guess I respect him physically drawing a comic, maybe because even that I bet who knows how much his assistants do.
It's just a meme for you. It's just a meme for you.
All right, even it's not the same thing. So you're just dicking. Like
it's a little bit. There are parallels. There are parallels, bro.
No, there's never a meme. I should on Bleach when it was popular. So like, no, it's popular.
Fairy Tail was so popular to the very end.
And you liked it at one point. So what are you talking about? You liked it when it was popular.
I mean, I liked it until I stopped thinking it was good in any way.
All right. We're not. There's no Fairy Tail.
Listen.
You're the one who brought it up.
I'm gonna say one thing too. Like,
I'm not even done yet, Kevin. Yeah, Jesus Christ! You know how you feel about Fairy Tail.
No, I'm not talking about Fairy Tail.
We're allowed to be offended by manga, man. We're allowed to be offended by manga.
I'm trying to address.
Let's go on that 15 years that I have no comment.
Yeah. Bleach, it's offensive to anyone intelligent who's reading it past the age of like 11. Secondly,
that's a funny quote.
It's offensive to anyone who's seen any other shonen battle manga. It's offensive. It's just the laziest tropes possible. So when people are arguing, oh, it's doing this, it's doing that. No, it's like a fan fiction. They got published in Shonen Jump. It's a Yu Yu Hakusho fan fiction. I read enough of this. Look,
that's not true.
All right, if you say so. I will read this a million times. Like,
it's just like when you say like.
It's true. Like it.
No, it's not even about me liking it. It's just some of the stuff that you just said is not true.
Like what?
Like you can say it's
objectively bad.
No, it's not.
It is objectively bad. It's objectively bad. It's poorly written.
Like no, it's not.
It's poorly written. You could argue that it's poorly drawn half the time.
Yikes!
Objectively, there's so many problems with it. There's problem with the page layouts. There's problem with the pacing. There's problem with the narrative.
What's wrong?
There's problem with the art.
Wait, hold on.
Can I address the right?
There's so many issues with that series.
Yeah, hold on.
To act like, it's a basic, decent series. No, it's not. It's
Wesley, we get it. You hate Bleach. Listen, I just want to make this art criticism.
No, Kevin. Well, hold on. And as an artist, I feel like you should feel the opposite of those. You should feel offended by this mediocrity that gets passed off like it's decent.
But that's
mediocre.
Nobody said it's deep. Who said it was deep?
No, you said it's respectable. I don't think this is respectable work. I think this is subpar work. I think this is almost below a level of something that should be published in the magazine.
But hold on. Here's what I'm responding to. Well, I don't believe that.
I think it's almost below the level. It was some fan fiction shit.
If it was something I was seeing, and that's my response. If it was something that was below the level of something that could have been published in the magazine, he wouldn't be in the magazine for 15 years, bro.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true.
What?
That's very
People
true.
slide under.
What?
Slide under the door.
What?
They quickly.
What?
They quickly ask people that are not delivering the goods.
No, they're not. They can't keep up with the schedule, or the editors don't favor
that matters. But don't pass it, Wesley. But you know that matters. Right. You know that keeping up with the schedule matters. You know that being consistent matters.
That's why I said That's why I said if the fact that he can just make a chapter that I can be like, okay, maybe that's the one thing you can kind of respect.
His story
quality, and he's not putting out, and he's not half-assing it too. He's not putting out pencil sketches either. Is complete. What? Where's the pencil sketch?
He's not putting.
We got all the chapters,
but he's doing chapters with no backgrounds.
That's not true.
Same pose.
It's not.
He doesn't have chapters with no backgrounds.
Well, a full chapter with no backgrounds.
I can pull them out right now.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that's not something that happens every chapter.
I didn't say it happens every chapter, but he's done it. Look, you realize? No, listen. A comic with no backgrounds in America is not a professional comic.
This is not America
by any standard. I'm just telling you, by any standard, you
it's
cannot publish.
It's not in America.
You, that's because they have a higher standard. And most manga do too.
But that was never my conversation though. My stance was always don't disrespect this artist. That's always been my stance.
Because he's an artist?
It's fine if you can critique. It's fine, and I'm not saying you weren't even doing it in the call at the time. But what I was responding to in that call when I said 15 years at high level is don't disrespect this man. Is what I'm saying. We can critique it. I'm not saying that Bleach is the best art in Shonen Jump. I'm not saying I even like Yu Bach's character design. I'm not saying I like that panel, but there's a way to talk about it without disrespecting him.
You don't have to be an asshole and make fun of him.
Yeah, you don't have to be an asshole.
Listen, Edosa. What I'm saying is, I don't respect anything that Kuro's doing. That's what I'm saying. I don't like any of it.
No, you don't have to respect it. What my stance was always, you don't have to disrespect.
This isn't good.
You don't have. What I was always saying is you don't have to disrespect him either. Is what I was saying.
That's why
I
just don't speak on it.
I don't think he's doing the best work he can. I think he's being lazy. I think he's being very lazy. And I think he's taking advantage of the fact that he's writing for children so he can get away with a lot of this bullshit that he's putting out.
And I understand your stance. I was responding to, because people keep asking me about the 15 years at high level. You don't have to disrespect this man. You can critique without disrespecting. It's better when you critique without disrespecting. I respect it more when you can critique without disrespecting. Because
what if you feel like you've been financially disrespected if you paid for Blues Line?
Hold on.
You feel like you've been financially disrespected
because I know in when you're having critical analysis, that's not respected when you just blatantly disrespect without giving an actual critique.
And also, let me interject.
That's not respected either.
When you
just
were
like how you don't respect his art, your critique isn't respectable.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Stop. Let me just say this one thing to Edosa because you mentioned my name. When me and Shakira said we were saying, we didn't say we're coming in from an analytical standpoint. We said this shit looks trash, and we're letting you know it looks trash, and we roasted it. No, and hold on. I'm not done, Edosa. We are allowed to say that because as viewers, we are offended at what we're looking at. I can look at this shit and say I don't like it. I'm not gonna say okay, his foreshadowing here wasn't correct, his paneling here wasn't correct. That's not what I was saying. That's a terrible way to critique something. Yeah, I agree with you, Edosa. But you can't tell me I can't roast something if it looks bad to me. Because
I never said what you can and can't say. I never said that.
He made the distinction between critiquing and roasting.
No, I'm gonna respond to what you say. I didn't say you can't say that. People can say whatever they want. I'm not God. But I'm just like how you can say whatever you want, I can respond to what you say.
Yes, Edosa. But the thing is, us roasting his work, his subpar work, is not.
Oh boy.
Yes, if you put out subpar work and it is roasted, hold on, Wesley. If you put out subpar work and we roast it, we are reserved in that right. That's not us slandering.
You are reserved in that right.
That's not us slandering Kubo's work. That's not us saying.
I don't think you can roast it unless you can explain what objectively is wrong with it. I agree with those to that. Unless you can break down objectively what the problems are. If
we're just saying this shit looks funny,
no, because people roast One Piece that way, Kevin, and you wouldn't like it. If they're like, this artist is fucking stupid.
Wesley,
they're like, this looks like garbage. Why can't I
hold on a second. The thing is, number one, I don't respond to it. I never said it was acceptable, right? I don't like it, but I'm not gonna hold on, Wesley. Like I said, I don't waste my time debating. Yeah, I don't waste my time debating with somebody who doesn't know anything about art, right? For example, right? And if the person is not trying to pass off their their critique or whatever, or their dislike of whatever they like, I'm not gonna waste my time debating. I'm like, whatever, that nigga thinks that. I see it all the time. I've been seeing it for years. I don't waste my time with it because I'm like, whatever, that nigga is talking shit. He doesn't know anything about art, so I don't take his position seriously. But when people who actually, because these are people I don't know, I don't care about their opinion. I care about y'all opinion. So if some random nigga in the corner was talking shit about whatever I like, whether it's mono, whatever, I don't care about their opinion. I care about y'all's opinion. So if y'all want to roast something, that's fine. Like people sitting Andre roasting One Piece all the time. It is what it is. Like I'm not forcing him to get objective. I just say my position on it and I keep it moving. But I don't think that's a reflection on how he looks at Oda, because he might think, okay, listen, Oda's not doing what I feel like he should be doing as a writer, and that's fine. Oh, as an artist, that's fine. But when it comes to Kubo is not on that level, and he's not gonna get that same respect.
I wouldn't say. I just wouldn't approach it like that.
Listen, I couldn't. If Wesley's calling Bleach lazy.
What is
Yeah, see, I knew I was steaming the corner too.
Like it's just like. If we're all saying if we're all saying like this aspect of this writing is lazy, how the hell can you not say that in One Piece?
He critiqued the series the last year. What are you talking about?
He's talking about other people. I do critique. I get the same energy when it's late.
I don't speak on Bleach, right?
All right, no, hold on. No. Pause. Name the names, Andre.
You got
name the names, Andre.
You're getting offended. You're getting offended.
No, name the names. Name the names. You said everybody. Name the names.
Did you speak on Bleach? No, you did not. So obviously this is not.
You made a general statement. You said everybody. Name the names.
I said in the context of you're calling Bleach lazy.
Bro.
So you're offended about something that doesn't even apply to you.
But Wesley has spoken about Oda that way though. So you're referring to other people in this call, bro.
You thought I was
Rodney, I think you are taking that one. But
yeah, you're taking this one to heart. Like
yeah.
I'm not taking nothing to heart. We go back to One Piece's bad moments.
You need to relax.
How bad the writing gets. One Piece.
Shakir this entire call has been calling fucking Bleach bad, and I'm just like, he's been telling me.
Oh, you finally named the name, which I was asking. Okay, thank you.
Calm down. First of all, again, you thought this was about you. You was in your feelings.
Did you hear what I said? I said name the names. I never mentioned me. I said name the names.
Because you thought it was about you. Because you thought it was about you.
Oh, yeah.
You was a bit salty.
That's what I said.
Let me get to my point.
This is why I can't talk about stories with anybody.
Right? People in this call always criticize certain things, and then when I see you completely neglect it in fucking One Piece, I'm just like, well, wait a minute. How can you just neglect that shit? It's like
names, Andre. Like nobody.
Kevin, you.
Okay, hold on.
Everyone in this call.
That's cool. What do I? Hold on. That's cool. What do I criticize? What do I criticize?
Cool. It's like the fact that you be criticizing shit about Naruto, and I'm just like, well, wait a minute.
When was the last time I criticized Naruto?
Kevin.
When's the last time I criticized Naruto? What do you mean? I don't talk about that series.
Kevin, he's not referring to you, bro. All right, I'm being petty. My bad. I'm sorry.
Wait. So what do I criticize? Because you pointed my name out. What do I criticize that I don't?
I'm back. Is this still live?
Hold on. No. Let the man speak because he pointed me out directly. What do I criticize?
You've criticized.
Who was Andre name?
Don't say anything. No, stop right there. Andre, please tell me exactly what I criticize. I don't criticize that many things. I don't talk about anything else.
You've criticized the things like the Uchiha plot line. I've seen you talk about how Sakura's a bad character, which I agree with.
I've never said anything about Sakura. From my memory.
Which I agree with.
Wait. What have I said about the Uchiha? I literally said I agree with the genocide thing. I've been saying that before. That's not. That's a wild comment. No, what am I saying?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying I've seen you
criticize Naruto.
When have I criticized Naruto? I've trolled Naruto, but I've never criticized.
No,
those are two different things.
That good, and you just don't think.
I said I don't like it. That's not a critique. I haven't said anything about the character. I haven't said anything about the story. I just said I don't like the second half, and I just leave it there. All my opinions have been subjective. I haven't said anything.
Did you say the 4K Ninja World was 4 out of 10?
That's not an objective critique. That's my personal rating.
All right.
Like what? Okay. So don't call it a critique. Like if I wanted to truly critique something, I would pick objective things that I think are bad and point them out. But I don't do that. Most of the things I'm saying, I'm either saying for a certain effect, or I really just don't like it. But most of the time I don't come from an objective standpoint, so I'm not critiquing anything.
Okay.
I like y'all to check the chat.
This man probably pulling out screenshots.
What did you just push, bro? What kind of?
Oh my god, bro! You just be saving everything, don't you?
This is definitely.
Oh my gosh!
No, this is no. I'll tell you what this is because I didn't write this out. I copy and pasted it as a troll.
Yeah, it was a copy and paste. You and Kevin
I
actually
did.
typed
I was
this
a
shit.
copy and paste. I didn't write all this.
I was about to say, why would you get in your bag in this moment?
No.
Why didn't you include
somebody
the
wrote it.
quotation marks?
No, because it's obvious I didn't write all that.
Yeah,
I copied and pasted it, and I really quoted it
And
at the
then
end. If you look at the end,
you quoted it, and in the comments, you told Fab you can't defend this shit. So obviously, you support that stance.
I was trolling. Like this is why I say I'm free to troll.
If you want to call it troll, cool.
That's not a critique.
I mean, the context in that specific example though is like people trolled Fab back then with Naruto. So
Yeah, like it's not.
Again,
I'm not.
it's cool. It's cool. You say you're trolling. It's cool.
Man,
are you happy, Adosa?
Happy about what?
Is this the conversation you wanted, brother?
But first of all, Wesley just said that he don't like the eye.
Yeah, Wesley said Bleach was offensive, bro. I didn't say all that.
Hey, man.
I didn't even.
Peep, you enjoying it, bro?
You know, it's a wild thing, though. I don't even like Bleach that much.
Nah, you turn.
You talk like you do.
No. Edosa did not. Edosa did not like Bleach.
I talk like I do.
Yeah.
No.
It's
No, I
the
don't
comments
talk-
you say. It sounds like you really do love.
You
Bleach.
have a deep respect for Kubo's work.
I have a deep respect for every artist in Shonen Jump's work
Why?
because they've worked hard to make it to that level.
No.
It's not easy. It's not. No, what they're doing isn't easy.
It's not. It's not.
I
just
think
hard
it's
either.
kind of maybe it's a dunk.
That's not a easy job to do.
That's
It's
not
not-
an easy job.
It's not,
It's
but it's
tough.
not. It's not brain surgery either.
No. The physical demands of that is hard to do.
That's rough, man.
I respect that. I don't want to hear no more Togashi slander. man.
No, I don't. I never. I wouldn't. They're putting their health on the line.
So is picking strawberries for like $2 in the
Yeah.
Yeah, I would respect.
Are they writing Hamlet, bro?
We're not.
Like,
We're not shitting on them people.
I didn't say anything about people picking strawberries.
I'm saying, do you hold them on this level where you're like, don't disrespect those people? You know, like
Well, I don't think you should.
Making
As
sneakers.
an
Apples and oranges.
artist, I don't think you should disrespect other artists.
Edosa, listen. If you do
Is
put
that
out some
crazy
nonsense,
wild?
we are allowed to make.
Is that
No, we're
crazy
allowed to
and
make fun
wild?
of what you put out.
That's not what he's saying, though, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Let me
You
explain-
shouldn't
let me explain
disrespect
it.
somebody
This is
else.
interesting.
You can talk.
This is interesting.
Edosa, I agree. I don't
Yeah.
consider Kubo an artist.
That's just
fun.
his,
I don't know. I don't really know how to respond to that, but
I don't.
that's just his bias, though.
yeah, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying.
It's not. Hey, man.
I'm just saying you shouldn't disrespect. There's a way to talk about what I just respect.
So what I
You know
consider
what I'm saying?
art,
That's all.
But it is art.
it's not.
It is art.
Not the writing. It's not. It's not art. It's
You called it lazy. You called it lazy.
It's content. He's
Listen.
creating content. He's creating
Listen.
media.
Here's the thing. You called it lazy.
So
And
What-
you
what's- can I
keep
ask you a
it.
question?
You keep the same energy with other series. I have no issue.
hold on. And I hate to do this. And I hate to do it, but I have to bring it up. I have to.
Oh,
In this
here we
case.
go.
So why are you still reading One Piece?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if the One Piece chapter dropped yet.
Why, if you hold it to that much of a standard as art, as writing and drawing, if you hold it to that much of a standard, why haven't you dropped One Piece?
I ask myself that every day. No, because One Piece had
Piccolo?
no. One Piece showed me
mine every day.
One Piece has shown me a potential higher than anything Kubo's ever done. But
So you think it's going to get back to that?
I don't know. But
Eventually.
I'm giving it it's earned.
But you're going to read it to the end just in case.
No,
Oda has earned more
No.
cachet with you personally
Yes.
as a reader
Yes.
than Kubo, is what you're
he's
saying.
shown me that he can write something.
So how many? So it's like 100 chapters later. Is it 200?
I
Wow,
until the
All
end,
right,
maybe.
hold on. So, when's the last time you considered One Piece that high of a level? Like, when's the last time?
Really high at a really high level, or just good?
Just a really high level.
It's good right now.
Post Marineford.
So you're talking about almost 400.
I mean, how many chapters?
Wait. Based on the way you worded that,
He said like at 9 or something. So
that's like the peak. If we're just talking about good in general, then do it by that.
You're basically saying it's been 400 chapters since One Piece has been
When's the last time you
fantastic.
consider it good?
It's good right now.
no, let him answer. Let him answer his own thing. That's his reading.
Are you asking me? When's the last time I considered it
You
good?
consider it good, like consistently good.
Not whole consistent. That's a tricky word.
Are we really doing this?
Let me think. What was
I actually want to hear the answers.
Yeah, you just go with it with Bleach and you let it rock with One Piece.
consistently good? What was the arc before Whole Cake? Was it Zoe?
So,
That was pretty. And Dressrosa was right before that.
and we know how you feel about Dressrosa.
Probably Punk has it. Probably
I'm out of here. This is crazy.
That's his opinion. Like I don't know where y'all find it.
You know how you bring about feels about Dressrosa, bro.
So
Dressrosa had some good parts, but it wasn't.
He said consistently. He didn't. Yeah.
I mean, like 90% of the
so 20 chapters from now, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna see how you feel, and then where your drop range is. Like, if you're planning on dropping it soon, if you're still holding down.
Yeah, because now you're talking about like 300 chapters.
I'm every 20 chapters, we're gonna follow up.
No,
you're talking about like 6-7 years.
Every 20 chapters.
Are we really doing this?
Every 20 chapters, like 60 to 70% is good. It's not consistently good. Like it's
60 or 70% is consistent. If I shot 70% from the field, I'm consistent basketball.
That's not.
We just mean like a steady stream of good chapters. That's not the same thing.
It's like 50. Yeah, it's like every other chapter of One Piece is good. Every couple chapters.
So out of every 100 chapters, how many chapters are good?
Good or great?
Good. 8 out of 10, if that's what you consider good.
8 out of 10 is very good. Good is like 7.
Good, like solid chapter, like at least like 50%.
So what have you liked in Wano so far?
The backstory with the fox, the Zoro on the bridge, and everything. The Kaido fight was cool. That was cool. A lot of the Scabbers backstories were cool. Odin flashback was alright. It was alright.
That was fire.
It was alright.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was just alright. It wasn't.
Oh, you heard me, small.
The build up to Zoro getting the sword thing, like that was cool. The build up to the confrontation at Onigashima was good, but the actual events now are not that good. But the build up to it was.
Wait. What events so far hasn't been that good?
As they've been releasing us.
Yeah, what parts of
these chapters?
Wait, just name the parts.
What they've been doing is running around, splitting up, going into those rooms, just bumping into Kaido's like minions and stuff like that, the Flying Six and all that. It's just classic One Piece, just running around stalling shit. It's nothing like special.
But you were enjoying those chapters.
When these chapters dropped and you read them, you enjoyed all these chapters.
I enjoyed some of them. Some of the chapters. I enjoyed the last chapter. I think. No, not even the last one. The one before that. The Yamato.
No, you were enjoying the Apu chapters too, and that.
Including the Yamato reveal, the ulti fighting stuff, and now the Kaido slashing the head.
I enjoyed the Apu chapter on a hype level. It was just like a fun chapter because of the hype. I enjoyed the Yamato reveal chapter. That was really good. The Yamato reveal was.
You liked the ulti thing with Luffy?
Yeah, that was all one chapter.
No, it wasn't.
The parts I enjoyed were mostly one chapter.
Bruh, I was in these calls when all these chapters dropped, and you enjoyed all these chapters.
Look. Yes, I enjoyed 7 out of 10 chapters. Like
good equals 7 out of 10.
No,
To
no, no.
you.
I don't mean number wise. I mean they're solid. They're not great. They're not good. They're just like, okay, that's okay chapter. That's pretty good. None of these chapters are like good. They're just like, oh, that's pretty good. They're like pretty good. It's like, oh. It's like, yeah. It's like, all right. Okay.
Wesley's dropping One Piece in 30 chapters. If that's the case, he's dropping One Piece.
I mean,
No.
no. I mean, that's like also all I'm saying is it's not linking up with the verbal reactions when you're reading these chapters, but it's cool.
Well, I'm not gonna. I'm like,
No,
okay,
I get what Wesley's
you know,
saying.
like you're in the moment. You're like, okay, that's cool. I'm hyped about this moment. I'm hyped about this moment. But overall, objectively, looking at it objectively, it's just like a 7 out of 10 chapter. It's not. It's a 7.5. It's not like a 9 or 8. It's not like a 9 or anything.
So 7.5 is a
Yes,
relatively
that's why I said
good
pretty
score.
good. That's why I said pretty good. They're not bad chapters for the most part. Some of them are. I read.
So most of these chapters are 7.5. Then One Piece has consistently been good lately.
No,
Pretty-
that's not what
pretty
he
good.
said.
That's not what he's saying though.
Good is 8 and above. That's like
Yeah.
pretty good. That's like almost.
So 7 out of the
Even
10
just
numbers in a 1 to 10 rating scale.
Just
Ibrahim,
leave it-
by
just
their
leave it
definition-
again. By his
By their
definition,
definition, 8 is a good.
8 is good. Just leave it alone.
Although, otherwise that says it's a great, but
To me,
to
7.
them it's a good.
7 always just been solid.
Yeah, it's like solid to good. It's solid to good chapters. Nothing is amazing right now in One Piece. Like I just have a higher standard, man. Like
Ishiyama.
yeah, you read other stuff like it just don't like Oda has it in him still. I think somewhere like he. Oh no wait. Some of the I can't even say that. I was gonna say the Reverie, but half the Reverie was just Skelly goofing around and stuff. Like, dude.
What are you talking about?
We didn't even get anything from the Reverie, man.
Yeah, it was like hinting at the.
I'm so tired of people saying the Reverie was good. You didn't get a goddamn thing
We have to have.
from the Reverie.
It's
Wait,
potential.
Joy Boy's
No,
hat?
it
Joy Boy.
started. Yeah, they hinted at some stuff that might be good later on.
Well, that's all he does. That's what he does. He hits.
Exactly. But hey, it's just I'll take what I can get from it at this point. It wasn't this shit. This Save the Princess repeated shit. So I was just like,
All right, now that's done.
yeah, One Piece isn't bad. Is it great?
I didn't say.
Yeah, you can tell we went from Bleach to this series every single
Hey,
time.
Kevin, it was
That's
enough.
about what he wanted.
I
That's about what he
Where
wanted.
did I go? I didn't give any.
I just laughed.
He played him like listen.
I will
Chris
say-
Paul right now, man. He
I
just see
will
a
say-
point guard at this.
I will say because I saw Kevin's post and I was gonna comment on it, but I didn't. I'm not gonna bring bad energy. The post about Hunter making fun of Hunter.
That was from a year ago.
Hold up.
Did
Kevin,
somebody
you
bump
still
him?
doing that mess?
No,
no.
Oh, my
That was literally a year ago.
Hamza bumped
Hamza bumped the post from a year
Oh,
ago.
okay.
I didn't make that fucking
man.
post.
Turn down. Ibrahim, I know how you are. Don't get me started on you.
Because
I've spent $200 on Hunter.
I definitely
What happened in the last round?
That's dope.
I definitely enjoyed the last run of Hunter more than Wano so far. I will say that.
That's cool. That's dope.
It was definitely
That was
higher
godly.
quality.
That's very dope.
It was
dope.
amazing, bro.
Mega dope.
Very dope.
A run that y'all don't remember.
Very dope.
Hey man,
It was good.
as Krillin would say, Mondo cool. You know?
Hey, wait,
It's not
There was nothing wrong with those
Mondo
chapters.
cool.
wait.
No,
very
look,
dope.
it's
When
fine.
you
I'm
put
not
Kevin Gill
saying
on
he
there,
made that.
hey, you put Kevin Gill there. The Hunter x Hunter.
You know how they are.
I didn't say anything. I
You
said
know
it's
how they
dope.
are.
What statement have I made about
Bro,
Hunter right now?
you don't need to defend yourself.
Ronnie be going fight mode, bro. Like it's like, yeah, I
They
didn't
always
say
gotta
anything.
do it because they're always coming at my series.
What did I say in the moment? You're so offensive.
Ronnie, I will say,
Nice.
I'm just
Can
like,
I
listen,
ask
You're like an American cop.
regarding,
Hey, man.
I got my hands up.
regarding Hunter x Hunter, right?
Dark joke.
I'm not like, listen. I never said anything about the writing Hunter. I literally just said this nigga be fucking his wife. He don't write chapters every year. That's all I said. There's nothing I said.
This is a joke, both. But things can't even joke.
I remember your Kurapika comment. But we moved.
And that's for me. I made no statement right now.
Me, you anniversary? Okay.
You people, I never talk about the content on her. I just say the nigga don't release.
Yeah, because you said you dropped it, but you're still talking about it, so it's wild. What are you saying?
I dropped it a year ago.
Can I ask a question?
What's your point?
Besides the future implications, what in Wano are you looking forward to besides maybe the Kaido Luffy fight? Like what?
I'm just interested in where the story is going.
Hold on. Ask the question again.
Like, what specific events are you really excited to read play out besides the Kaido fight within Wano itself? Not future implications for the world of One Piece. Within the arc, like, what are you excited
within the arc itself?
I want to see.
He asked me
the whole thing.
I was asking everyone.
I want to see how Oda's going to handle Yamato. I want to see how he's going to handle Sanji.
Really?
I do. I'm just curious to see what he's doing. No, I hate the race suit.
What do you mean? What about Sanji?
As in, like, you know,
is he going to get a fight?
Staying with the prostitutes or whatever.
Oh.
I want to see what that's all about.
That possibility.
What else? Obviously to see if Orochi's actually dead.
Juanita.
Yeah, you can go. I'm still thinking.
Wesley, when I read chapters of things, I want to be surprised. I don't like
say I'm not thinking about anything.
You be very surprised. I try my best not to think about what's going to happen in order to suspend my disbelief of what I read.
So you're not looking forward to anything.
But I think there's a lot to look forward to. Okay, if you want me to think things that are being set up right now, for example.
No, I don't. I know what's being set up. I'm just saying what.
You said what I'm looking forward to, so I have to look at what's there and what could possibly happen.
What are you predicting that you're excited to read? What is keeping you reading this arc specifically?
I mean,
this arc specifically.
I think there's a level of expectation for Kid character, despite all the trolling. I want to see what he's about. I think there's a lot of. Yeah, King presents a certain level of predictability. Like, I want to know what he looks like because he's hinted to be another race, and I always like stuff like that. It's not necessarily just a fighting. I think just being able to go into a new environment and explore the different like characters and creatures is interesting. And like for somebody like Who's Who, like the Flying Six, some of them may be a part of a new race, like the Oni that people have been hyping up. Because some of them look like their horns are real. I think that adds like a certain level of like intrigue for me personally for stuff I look for. And I do want to see the fights. I mean, let me think. I don't have to think too hard about this, but I think there's a lot of things that could possibly go on, like King versus Zoro, maybe a tag team of King and Marco versus Zoro, the fights. Because that's all we're getting right now. The fights. It's not really besides the Yamato thing, but. For the most part, these next 20 plus chapters are going to be hands. I do want to see what Kanjuro's full potential is. What did you say, Wesley? I didn't hear you. Please speak louder. Speak louder. I couldn't hear you.
I was like, it's not going to be 20 plus chapters of hands. It's older, bro.
I mean, whatever.
I know I'm real.
I mean, don't ask me my opinion.
When is Oda drop 20 chapters?
Wesley, are you asking me a question and I'm answering, or are you just gonna sidebar?
Was Marineford 20 chapters hands?
No. Listen.
It was 30 chapters of hands.
It was. Listen. You mean I didn't say straight hands. I didn't say straight hands. I just said hands. Okay. I don't.
There were hands of some kind in every chapter of Marineford, which is 30 chapters.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's like
how many of them fights came to completion?
That's not what hands is. If I throw a punch, somebody else throws a punch. That's me throwing hands. It doesn't have to be a full fight.
Whoa.
That was hands.
It's not grown men throwing hands.
No, I mean, like, why do I like? What do I need a character? Like, do I have to say? Do I have to be very specific and say, "Oh my god, these niggas are gonna have fight after fight after fight"? No, the point is, there's gonna be people throwing hands, whether it's scuffles, whatever it is. I'm not making the distinction that that's what it is, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I don't know. I just want to be surprised. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it that hard.
So what do you gain from asking us this, Wesley?
What do you mean? I'm just curious.
He wants to poke holes in what I like.
No. That's not what he's doing. I'm just curious. Is that the only reason? Because you're just interested?
No, I'm curious what, because it seems like we're at a part of the arc where the majority of what's going to play out in the next 20 or so chapters is very predictable.
You're talking about One Piece or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm wondering what is exciting people enough, because it seems like we know the formula, what happens from here in the One Piece arc.
Well, yeah, but it's up to the individual. People like seeing fights, so obviously people are going to be excited to read that.
There's possible new like techniques, niggas. I mean, I don't know.
Like, I get it if you don't really care for One Piece fights, then of course you're not going to look forward to it.
Well, most people don't read One Piece for the fights.
I get that.
And Oda skips a lot of the fights. He cuts away from the fights, so it's kind of.
I mean, that's to be expected.
I mean, maybe some people like that. I don't know, but I actually do like skipping around personally.
That's why I said I know the Kaido fight. I know people are excited for the Kaido fight. Other than that,
I don't know. It's weird that Wesley put the question out there. I don't really think about it too much. I just wait for the chapter to come out. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
I gotta think about what I'm reading.
Well, but
I mean, Wesley, listen, you can take a little shots or whatever, but I don't need. That was a shot. But I literally said it. You said it right after. It was a shot. But listen, I just need your time to do you.
The shot was a little dry.
It was a dry shot. It was a dry shot.
It was.
I mean, it could be interpreted. No, it could be interpreted that way, but it wasn't a shot at.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a shot.
That's just how he feels.
It was just a condescending joke.
Oh, was it a joke?
Yes.
You were serious. That sounded super serious.
It was a dry shot.
No, he's serious.
Joke.
You sound serious about that.
No, he's serious.
That's coming from some deep-rooted.
The comment is true, but I
okay.
Don't get it twisted.
Mindlessly read stuff.
Don't get it
wait, hold on. I didn't say I mindlessly read.
See what's going on right now, and if it was me, I'd be attacked for it.
Unless it's like some new presented like power or some new presented character. I try not to think about it too much because one of the things I like about reading things is being surprised. So I don't. So like the theory bag, I try to stay out of that bag because it ruins my personal.
I'm terrible at theory.
No, but the thing is with reading something, especially like One Piece, at a certain point you see a formula if you're paying any attention. That's what I was asking.
Well, yeah, but at this point,
if something is shown to just repeatedly stick really strongly to a formula, as you're reading it, you immediately start telegraphing the moves. You're like, okay, now Oda's going to do this. Now he's going to do that. There's a part where they have the party. There's a part where Luffy has the fight. There's a part where they split up.
What's going to happen on this week's chapter of One Piece?
What is happening? That's a misleading.
I'm just asking a question.
What's going to happen in this chapter of One Piece? Well, I'm assuming last week we're going to get a lot more running around, interacting with the lesser soldiers of Kaido's army from the Straw Hats, and a lot of switching perspectives.
What I'm immediately your answer is interacting with the lesser members of Kaido's crew.
Yes, we're gonna get a lot of the fodder soldiers running around, switching perspectives from the Straw Hats. We're gonna get a lot of loose, a lot of the plot lines that are set up, which is just the Straw Hats interacting in different places. We're gonna get a little piece of every one of those before there's a slightly big. There's a slightly larger cliffhanger and then it has to be continued if someone shouts something at the end of the chapter.
That's unfair. That's unfair to
ask him to predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, and then take a shot at me right after that.
No. I'm saying like that's an unfair question to give to Wesley. What's going to happen in the next chapter? Like,
he's the one that presented that whole you can predict everything. So even he was asking him a valid
I
question.
didn't say you could predict everything. I said there's a formula, and I said you could. Kind of
and then you said right after that you can predict what's going to happen.
I said telegraph. You can telegraph. You have a feeling of the direction the arc is going to go into. Do you not? That's why Ibrahim kept making the joke himself about open the borders of Wano, because that's a predictable finale that happens with One Piece, where everybody's happy at the end. Everybody throws a party.
So here's the thing.
Do you predict the borders of Wano will not be open at the end of this arc?
I don't think Wano will exist.
Wano exists. Do you predict?
No, I don't think it'll exist. But
do you predict that Luffy will not rescue the princess? The you know.
Don't answer my question. Here's
I'll be honest.
That's my point.
I'm low key ready for the next saga. Kind of done.
Yeah. Also,
Anywho,
who said
that was Alex.
that's very dope. So here's the
once you finish Boom Boom, you see things differently, brother.
Anyway,
even don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
We'll just.
Why are you defending it? You dropped One
I'm
Piece.
saying
No, I'm talking about Evil. He dropped One Piece and then he made fun of it the most.
Hold on. Who said I'm defending her now? Y'all don't know my stance in this conversation.
Well, why
I'm just telling you.
You're like, what do you?
I just asked the question.
No, but to answer your question, what I'm immediately most interested in is Yamato and Kaido.
Yeah, I'm kind of
yeah. I just want to know because that can open up a lot of things for Kaido and Yamato.
Do you think it will be going? Do you think it's going to go in?
Kaido joins the crew.
Do you think it's going to go in a direction that's interesting, or do you think it's going to go in a classic One Piece Rebecca, Vivi, Shirahoshi type direction?
Like you, I'm holding on to.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Every time you think it's going to be different with the female characters, it's not.
Wait, Alex. Yo, Alex, I'm not used to this type of energy in this. I feel uncomfortable now. It's like he's really shooting on One Piece.
Y'all enjoyed it at a certain point, man.
It's fact.
One Piece.
I'm gonna say that Oda's gonna pull it off.
You think so?
I hope so.
I think it's gonna be.
I'm glad you're.
It's gonna be good enough to where it'll be enjoyable. Like, okay, I see what you're doing.
See, that's the thing to me. Though,
that's the issue.
When you're like, okay, that's acceptable. That doesn't sit right with my spirit. Like, I cannot just tolerate. Like, you did enough. That's all you had to do. I want you to be doing shit that where I'm like, whoa. Where I'm like putting down.
Sometimes you just gotta get the job done.
But you asked me what do I think he's going to pay that off, and I'm going to temper my expectations and say that I think he's going to do a serviceable job with it. Because I'm not going to say that he's going to blow me back and I'm going to be all inspired like, oh my goodness. This is what I'm doing this whole time.
Wait, hold on. I got a quick question before.
I'm not even going to.
Can you imagine Oda saying?
Wait. Quick question before you go, Wesley.
Yeah.
Okay.
When has Oda actually done that for you?
Several times.
Name the last time.
What? So I said the last time I personally
that wowed you. Same for you, Andre. I'm curious.
Even though, like I said, I don't hold Post Marineford as like one of my top 3 arcs. I think one of the single best chapters of One Piece, from a dialogue point, was the Jinbei speech on when he after Marineford, when he was telling him not to give up hope and that he still needs to he still has a reason to live and go on chasing his dream and stuff like that. And Luffy was depressing how he's weak and he's foolish and naive.
Classic.
Yeah, it was really good. And he was like, he was like, I was foolish and naive. Why did I think I could be Pirate King? It was just stupid. Like, it was like, there's no point in continuing this. And then he was like, what do you still have? He was like, you still have something worth living for, don't you? He's like, you're not just gonna lie down here and die. And then he was like, he looked up and he was like, I have my crew. And it was good. It was cheesy in the anime, like the way they did it, but in the manga, that shit was fire. It was godly.
What about you, Andre?
Last time Oda wowed me?
Yeah.
Water 7.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
That was crazy.
Way back.
How often do you get wowed though?
Like when I you talk about wow.
Yeah. Has Bleach wowed you, Andre?
No.
That's a nice try though.
Read that.
I'm trying to power scaling. I'm trying to power scale with wow.
Like Attack on Titan was wowing me every fucking chapter. Like I am not lying.
I mean that's true.
I'm not lying.
100%. Did House of X wow you?
Yeah, every issue was wowing me.
House of X
like,
wow.
My Hero Academia, my Villain Academia art. Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
So like that is a wow. That's wow.
Yeah,
House of X is a wow.
So
every issue, you're just like wow.
And that's not to say right after that Oda doesn't have good moments. But
you don't get wowed often though.
But One Piece, like,
Why is this happening?
I always just felt like
so none of the four made you go like that. Like, that's crazy.
No.
Like I don't understand how people get hyped with him throwing a log at the vice captain. I just thought
that was fire. That was fire.
I honestly like.
It was okay.
To me, it's just like I don't get how that excites people.
Oh, Luffy faced off against the Admirals?
He didn't do anything. He threw a log at him.
No, I think the more the more hype moment of that arc was Blackbeard stealing Whitebeard's devil fruit.
Yeah, come on, bro. When he pulled up on Whitebeard took his devil fruit and shot him to death.
I thought that was. I don't think. Come on, bro. That's not a wow moment to me.
All right. I think I kind of changed this question a little bit by mistake. Not a wow moment, but like that.
Right. I'll tell you the most consistent wow moments I had, besides Attack on Titan recently, but that's not fair because I was like me marathoning the whole series. The last couple of Dead volumes, every fucking chapter I was reading, if you remember me when I first started talking about it again, like months ago, I was like, I don't know if I could go back to One Piece. I foreshadowed it, like I don't know, because these are non-stop 10 out of 10 chapters now. And like reading other manga is just it makes it look bad. Like the writing literally everything else is just like it's like bro. It's like certain people are not good writing.
No, it's like it's not even a shots at One Piece. I just find Wesley in his condescending bag is the I'm telling you, it's the most entertaining.
Inio Asano. Like I held manga at a lower tier than Western comics, but Inio Asano, he's exposing these dudes. He's exposing a lot of manga as like they're not that.
Like, do you know that sounds like I don't know if you guys used to watch the early 2010s Sway in the Morning freestyles that rappers would have, but anytime there was a rapper that had a godly freestyle on Sway's radio show, he would just grab the mic and be like, "You whack motherfuckers, you corny ass rappers." Like that's what we do in the book. Like you whack motherfuckers.
Wesley's sentiment is like it's so true. Like I can't read certain shit. Like Oda has built enough cachet to write anything in his manga. He's earned that right. 20 plus years in the game, he's earned the right to write whatever he wants.
It's like playing Mario. He's got an unlimited one up, so now he has 75 lives.
And Adosa has also said One Piece isn't just a story; it is a business at the end of the day. Like it is. So I understand that.
He's transcended.
But I can't read something that's in the same magazine or in the same demographic. I say, well, this fucking dude's been doing it less than half the years of Oda, and he's doing it better. And the reason he's doing it better because Oda's being lazy with his writing.
Yeah, I will say, and this is not I don't want to say this in a slanderous way because I've loved One Piece for a long time, but the feeling I get right now when reading One Piece is it's solid, but like Oda's a little bit washed, or just in terms of like the effort he puts into it. Whereas like when you read Attack on Titan, that dude is pushing the envelope of what he can do with the genre itself, the direction the story is going to go in. He's subverting your expectations for the character. Like everything he's doing, you feel like this dude is trying to do something great. Whereas I feel like Oda's settled into a comfort zone. And he's
Randy Orton, man. He's punched in. He knows what he has to do.
Randy Orton's still good.
Yeah, Oda's still good.
Oda can be good when he wants to be.
He's leveled out at a certain level, and sometimes when he starts to be,
I'm not gonna act like this manga is garbage. Right
now. No, it's not garbage. But he's coasting, and then it's like he's driving at like 20 miles per hour. And you're getting bored, so he'll speed up like 10 more miles, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, that's the old," and then he'll slow back down.
I thought 2019 was a good year for one.
He's not going to be dragging me along with this manga. That's dope. That's what he's doing. It's just like he just go on a 5-chapter run where it's just like solid. Then he'll got you.
Why do you still read the spoilers?
I don't. First of all, when I even posted that today, I immediately texted you, I'm trolling. I didn't read the spoilers. I immediately texted you, I'm trolling. That's number one.
But even before that, you were reading spoilers, even though you dropped all.
Why did you drop the series, Avery? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like we all you stopped reading One Piece too. You stopped reading One Piece around House of X.
Yeah, I did,
and I know why you did it.
My thing was just like, for my own personal enjoyment, like I wouldn't. The stage that the arc was in at that point, there was no end in sight. It was kind of like I'd rather read all these things in 2 nice warm sittings than reading this every week.
You were reading John Hickman, and you understood what a writer is really trying out here. And you don't have to admit it. You don't have to admit that.
No, I just I was reading some quality sequential art, and I was like, look, this. I'm putting One Piece on the back burner for a little bit, and I'll read about 60 chapters in one sitting and enjoy it much more.
Listen, And to be honest, man, I don't want to. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get slanderous like Wesley.
Yeah, I don't really have any strong feelings.
I don't like what like. I don't find this content.
You don't hear me saying much about it, bro.
like I don't find this content even as interesting as the Fourth Ninja War.
Yikes!
Man, that's your personal, view. That's your personal view.
Even what Kishi was trying to do with the Fourth Ninja War is much more interesting than what Oda's putting out.
That's how you feel.
That's wild.
That's how you feel.
Well, I could get why someone feel that way because it just feels like Oda's not trying to.
It's like every arc. It's just like the strongest are going to be completely fine.
No doubt, but
what do you mean?
Like I don't get how it's like this is supposed to be a high tense situation. And like, there's like no doubt in everyone in this call mind, they're going to go to Elbaf for the next island, and be drinking and chugging drinks with Jinbei and possibly Carrot or Yamato. It's just like
The Rookie Nine had QB jackets fighting a Leo.
They
she
have
died.
dinner and drink. They have dinner and drinks after every arc.
Yeah, that's nothing's going to happen to him. He's not even going to push. He's not even going to test these characters from their actual moral standpoint.
We had a war with like 2 or 3 major characters that, but so, but look, no doubt, man.
Jiraiya, Itachi.
I said the war. I'm talking about the Forbidden Age War.
But I'm just talking about. I'm talking about in general.
But my comment is about the war. Is what I'm saying.
I'm just talking about in general. I'm talking about the oral aspect of the manga.
Look, I said in the group, or I think it was earlier today, yesterday in Taiko's post, I think, where the Attack on Titan versus which one is better at suspense and connecting plot lines or whatever, which is a weird question. It was like Attack on Titan and One Piece, and I said Attack on Titan.
Why was like,
yeah, it's
good night, Adele.
Yeah, I said One Piece.
Yeah,
I said One Piece.
Attack on Titan hinges on suspense. Like that's.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Attack on Titans. It's meant to be suspense, and I was like, it's probably one of the best manga at creating suspense.
Yeah, why was
and One Piece right now, and I was like, One Piece right now has like almost no suspense in it whatsoever, and mad people agreed.
So when does One Piece have mad suspense?
It's had suspense before.
When?
Water 7.
Water 7 had a lot of suspense.
Well, we gotta stop.
No, like the conflict of Luffy versus Usopp is one of the most suspenseful moments in One Piece. It's probably the most suspenseful moments in One Piece.
Bro, that's like 700 chapters ago.
Look, that's the
Skypiea had suspense when they thought they had to fight God and lightning was striking down islands. That it was suspenseful.
But that's the issue, Dosa.
I'm not even like.
He's like, I never.
That's so long.
Piece,
that's
bro.
so long. No.
One Piece is never suspense.
If I didn't enjoy One Piece, I wouldn't be reading it.
He was like, One Piece a gag manga. Bro.
There's so many other things. There's so many other things to read. There's so many other things to read. If I'm not enjoying it, I wouldn't be reading it. But I don't have any strong feelings because it's for the most part, I'm enjoying it like at a moderate pace that I've always been enjoying. And it's not a dig, it's not a jab. I'm not up in arms about it because this is normally how I felt about the series. There's definitely been some highlights for the series, but this is normally I don't feel bad towards the series. I don't feel bad towards the series. I don't have any will towards the series.
So One Piece is just a modern manga that has some highlights. Is what you're saying?
No. I'm saying I'm feeling my emotions are moderate towards the series. Like, I'm not like I hate what's going on right now, and I'm not like this is the most amazing thing that's happening. It's just I'm enjoying it. I think Oda does some interesting stuff.
And it's cool. This conversation this year.
Yeah. Oda does some interesting stuff.
Man, when I read Hunter x Hunter's last run, I was at the edge of my seat. Like, out of the, what was it, 10 chapters?
It was suspense.
Out of the 10 chapters, like, 8 of them had me at the edge of my seat.
Facts. Music to my ears.
I don't.
Yeah, I have confidence.
You never felt suspense in One Piece?
I still felt suspense from Water 7. I did feel suspense when Anna was going crazy. I felt suspense when Crocodile stabbed Luffy.
Yeah, I do. Like, it's
that suspense. But again, like I said, that's a long time ago, bro. That's long. Like, bro, I was just getting into high school. And I was experiencing that. Like that's like how long are we gonna talk about that, bro?
Last time I felt suspense in One Piece, it was middle school. That was it.
Good night.
I'm just at the point where I know what type of manga One Piece is.
Whoa.
Right.
What type of manga is that?
It's a children's story. And if people like it, that's fine. But I'm just not with that shit.
Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes people's tastes change as we age, as we go.
Do you think people's taste change, or do you think Oda just changed what he was doing?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both.
Kevin has a chapter dropped yet.
Maybe Oda's taste has changed.
Good night.
I don't know. Who knows what he's doing? Maybe he's really happy right now.
Okay.
Didn't Read Jump not even do last week? Didn't they?
Read Jump is dead.
Yeah, didn't last week we got like a bunch of bad translations before we got a good one like later in the next day? Now that I'm thinking about it,
Read Jump is
what you need to do, what everybody in here needs to do, is stop with the read right now
and read this novel.
The Way of Kings.
Does it have pictures in it?
It does have concept art in it. That counts.
Now you got my attention.
You good?
I think, Ronnie, I do think you would like this series a lot, though.
What is that supposed to be?
Oh my goodness.
I'm not really convinced, but what's it about?
Just read it.
Yeah, I don't like
Just read it? Okay.
What something is about. It's like
Yeah.
some stuff you need to.
Yeah, you just have to experience.
I disagree with that viewpoint, but that's just me.
Well, what the correct viewpoint?
I mean, if you want me to read something, I need to have some idea about it. I just don't take everyone's recommendations at face value and just read it.
Yeah, that's not my point. You could not listen to my recommendation. I wouldn't recommend you read anything. I wouldn't tell you like you need to read this. If you don't want to read it, don't read it. If you don't trust my opinion or my view of what you would enjoy, I just
want a little bit more information to intrigue me.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying the concept doesn't always give you an example of the experience of reading something like a book. Like it could be about like a man sitting in a room, which sounds boring as hell, but depending on the way it's written, it could be the most interesting thing you ever read. So I'm not gonna.
And it could be part of the writing itself to have the concept and what it's about being unfolding right in front of you as you're reading. You know what I mean?
Also
like,
that too. Yeah, it doesn't really the experience.
There's tons of stories that don't tell you everything about it. Like at the very beginning of it, when you're reading it, you're kind of being taken on a journey.
I get that, but.
Yeah,
the way how I operate.
It wasn't.
Yeah. I'm just saying the way I operate.
I would recommend.
I would like to hear
if you want some information.
What it's about.
You can look up songs because it's just last time I've been wild.
Was
a couple of days ago.
Go ahead. Did you read the Berserk chapter?
I did read the Berserk chapter.
It was
I didn't hate it. I don't know why you thought I would hate it. I didn't enjoy it, especially. It was just hard. It was like
it was a solid 6.
It was a cute little witch girl hanging out with another cute little witch girl. That's all it was. It feels like a different manga. It's just slice of life.
I feel like the last couple of Berserk chapters have been random one shots that Miura wrote and just kind of put Berserk's logo on the first page.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm not even joking.
The nightmare.
I really feel like we're in a
Fairy girls are just having baths. It does sound like
the last good sequence of Berserk is the exploring of the brain. That's all I was saying.
Do you guys think Miura's washed? Or?
Like I said, Berserk got bad to me before One Piece ever got bad. So One Piece is still not bad. It's just like okay. It's just like Berserk's bad at times. Berserk has bad chapters where I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Well, why do y'all check about? Can y'all not talk about Berserk like this? Because I want to read it.
No, we can talk as much shit as we want about Berserk, but we're still gonna tell you to read it.
Yeah, because it has some of the best arcs. It has some of the best arcs in comics.
It's gonna be liberating when you read certain things in Berserk.
Golden Age. This is great.
Berserk at his peak is this.
No, Golden Age will change you.
Golden Age is crazy. Man.
It's kind of like how I feel about like when I recommend Toriko to some people. Like, later content is lackluster, but Toriko at its height, you got to read that.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Yeah, that was kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, let's not put Puerto Rico in the
So
same.
kind of disrespectful. Puerto Rico's good though.
I don't think he was.
Yeah. You don't have to read Puerto Rico.
No, you don't.
If you enjoy shonen manga, you should definitely check Puerto Rico out.
I dare say read Fist of the North Star before that, but
I'm gonna hold my hot takes back.
okay.
Oh yeah,
definitely hold those back.
You know, we all know where where the storyline's coming from.
Oh boy.
I would definitely, if somebody if somebody really liked action, I would recommend that to Rico.
Just read it.
It's a great fun series.
Someone really like Bleach. Out on the Yu Yu Hakusho.
You would?
Just saying. You know where it came from.
I would say start with Kaizen, the Hakusho, the new school.
Kaizen's the truth.
Speaking of Kaisen, Alex, have you read any more Kaisen?
I did.
He dropped it.
No, I did. I'm in the 70s, I think.
So you already started
Flashback.
Yeah, I gotta. It's been like a week since I read it. I've been getting fucked up every day. So
I don't peep.
I just
Hey, man, not everyone has the same reaction. Okay.
no, it's good. It's just going from My Villain Academia to this. It's just.
that's fair. I mean, that's fair.
I peep y'all. I
did
y'all.
not say anything.
Y'all are euphoric.
What was the name of that guy from Kaizen? The antagonist that looks like Shigaraki. I just call him discount Shigaraki.
Mahito?
Yeah, I always forget that nigga name.
Ibrahim, are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Alright, just checking up on you, man.
This is Alex's when he talks.
Like people's feelings on things and their personal experiences don't have any bearing on mine, so I'm totally fine.
I've had some hype ass chapters though. Like I was feeling lit just like reading that shit like last time, but looks like fight choreography is really good. I think it's okay. I get it.
What's up, Marafi?
There's nothing too special yet.
Hi guys.
What's going on, Rafi? How you doing, birthday girl?
Good. How are you?
Chilling.
Chilling like a villain. What are you doing?
Right now, I'm just having my system of beliefs being dismantled as we speak. No, I'm just chilling. We're just talking about
Y'all talking about a show?
Yeah.
I figured.
What you been up to? We haven't heard from you in like a little bit.
Huh?
So what you been up to? We haven't. I said.
You guys don't post the link. Sneaky.
Nah. You gotta ask for the phone.
You got a what?
We haven't had them every.
Club now?
No, we haven't had them every day. At least from what I remember, I don't think we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, they just came to throw some glitter in here.
We did. Seems kind of throw glitter.
Yes.
I guess so. I don't know, man. I'm chilling, man.
I hope everyone pees what Ibrahim was doing.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not doing anything.
Where'd Orbit go?
Where's who, Kevin?
About that.
You probably didn't want to hear this.
What?
Yeah, it was One Piece later, so you didn't have time.
I literally said, "What do you want?" I'm playing FIFA right now. What do you want?
Classic.
Mr. Whiskey.
I'm leaving this call.
I get it and I respect it.
I mean, what do you want? I don't really care that much. You're the one who was interjecting. I know what niggas are thinking. I don't care.
I'm on the same type of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want people saying, "Oh my god, he's a friend." I just don't care.
Yeah, it's like, you know, no doubt. You know what I mean? Like,
So these prequels.
What about
Don't
it?
start.
I need a cast, bro.
You gotta leave that.
I want to rewatch these prequels, bro.
We got it.
What is with the affinity of? Actually, let me not say that.
Why do you want to see
Don't
new
say that
Gunray?
because it's false.
Why do you want to see new Gunray, Rodney? Like that bum ass nigga. That's what you want to see. New Gunray. You want to see new Gunray talk about politics?
Does anybody remember the random Star Wars character that Shakir named in a Wesley podcast?
New Gunray is from episode 2, Rodney.
Yeah.
He's from the Galactic Federation, whatever.
You named Plo
Galactic.
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon, there we go. Plo Koon.
Plo Koon, bro.
Hey, them now are doing it.
Yeah, you know,
By
I
the
watched
way-
Attack of the Clones the other day, and I gotta say, it's got some shit ass dialogue. But I was entertained as a motherfucker watching that shit.
Alex,
No way you watch it.
Alex,
Bro,
Alex,
No way.
Alex, did you smoke before watching the movie?
I was high as a motherfucker.
Okay,
I
all right. As long as we establish this, as long as we establish that you had psychedelic impediments to your perception and vision and
honestly, if you're high watching Attack of the Clones, it shouldn't even be good. It should be boring as shit.
Exactly.
No, but the boring parts were funny because they were awful.
That's the thing. You know, when you're watching stuff for shits and giggles and you're intoxicated, a lot of things can just be like, you know.
No, I only looked at it.
You see. You peep.
I certainly
I peep.
I peep.
Okay.
That's
I'm
it.
glad. No,
See
I'm glad y'all peep. I'm glad y'all peep. Okay.
I peep.
Cool.
All right, now let me say this before he continues. I haven't seen Attack of the Clones in about 16 years.
Rewatch it.
That's 16 years ago.
Don't do it to yourself. If you want to do it, do it.
There's a reason why I want to rewatch these prequels.
Listen, episode 1 is solid.
No,
it's solid. Episode 3 is good, and episode 2 is the middle child nobody wants.
Bro, episode 1 was putting my ass to sleep when they hit Coruscant.
It was solid. It wasn't that bad.
Coruscant? Bro.
It was like a 6 out of 10, solid.
It was a 5. Yeah.
If you guys enjoy those movies, then you're probably
It was a 5.
What was your thoughts on Rise of Skywalker, Alex?
Oh, it was awful. It's the worst one.
All right, okay, there you go. That's all I need to hear.
Is it worse than episode 2?
Yes.
Now,
objectively, it is fine. I'm gonna just let that right. Yeah, objectively.
I don't
Objectively,
think so.
objectively, it is. It's a more entertaining movie in my opinion, but probably
I think
objectively,
I think Rise of Skywalker and Episode 2 are both bad movies, but
I agree.
You
see, there's a difference. Episode 2 had a vision behind it. You know, and watching
there was some entertainment value in episode 2.
No, watching episode 2 after knowing what happens in the Clone Wars makes it much better.
It's a lot of
but that, you know,
I watched.
You see how they be stressing me out, bro.
a lot of energy.
Rafi, have you ever watched any of the Star
Why are
Wars
you guys
movies?
stressing him out, man?
Hey, it's not, it's not on us. You know what I mean?
The energy change. Y'all peep the energy change?
Well, Rafi, have you ever seen any of the Star Wars movies ever?
Have I ever seen what?
Any of the Star Wars?
People were depressed just 7 months ago when we were talking about certain things. The energy picked up.
The energy picked up because there's a girl in it. That's what the energy is. It's not because of no.
Rafi, have you seen any of the Star Wars films?
Female.
I'm a girl, y'all. I'm a nigga.
A crusader.
Can y'all hold on for a second? I'm trying to hear. I said, have you seen any of the Star Wars films?
No, I have not. No.
Oh, okay. Everybody.
Go to me.
That's so good. And so, how do you react if you said like, episodes 1, 2, and 3? Those
Episode? I thought it was a movie.
they're labeled the parts of the Star Wars movie. The Star Wars movies are labeled episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bruh, episode 2 had peak Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
That was peak.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Let me not discriminate.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
She's better than Daisy fucking Ridley.
I mean, she is.
Oh,
but-
much better.
They're both Star Wars Star Wars loves the Star Wars franchise. Their bag is just medium level looking white women. This kind of
You
thing.
were hyping up Daisy Ridley when
Even
Star Wars was coming.
I thought like she was cute in the
I
first one.
keep the
Kind of.
flipping going on right now.
he said her
bro.
face is cute. That's all he
What?
said.
No, but yeah, but
Same.
she got like less good looking over like the next 2 movies and in real life.
The same.
And no.
Like,
I don't know what it is. She like lost the youthfulness in her face.
Yeah.
So you like them young, is what you're saying.
I'm not saying no, but she went from looking. She went from looking. That's right. She went from looking like a woman in her 20s to like she had like those like that Hollywood like celebrity that does coke look on her face out of nowhere, like in like the later movies. Like she had that like.
She reminded you of a Carrie Fisher pre-coke. Yeah.
Maybe. Good. I don't know, man. I feel like. I don't know.
Back in the day, like during the original like sequel.
Oh, bro, no, Empire Strikes
I mean,
Back,
I never thought. I was like,
you could tell she had an ball of coke.
Oh, we're talking about Carrie. Carrie Fisher's not unattractive. No,
She's not.
She's not unattractive. She's alright, and I like Carrie Fisher. Where's this echo coming from?
Wait, who's not wearing headphones?
in that Jabba suit, a lot of deception, but you.
That was kind of does.
What? No, it's not.
Let's test it. Okay, it's gone.
I know people love that Jabba suit, though.
What about Java?
The Java version of Carrie Fisher.
Not the later.
Slave Leia?
Slave
Leia.
I mean, that was always gas. But,
What?
I didn't think it was that crazy either. I'm not the only one.
Like, people like for decades have been going crazy over Slave Leia, and I'm like,
Because you got to remember, there was no internet porn back in the day.
Well, yeah, 100%. Definitely. That's why, in like the late 90s, like wrestling, part of what made wrestling big was that it had a lot of scantily clad women that you couldn't see on cheap internet porn that was easily accessible.
I was doing not knowing.
Yeah. You could fap to stuff that's on TV.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't either. That's
before you dig out, like, I don't know.
It's a very Caucasian thing to do that I can't really relate to. So.
Masturbating as a white person? What?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You are so flippy, bro.
What are you talking about, Rodney? Yeah, thank you, Andre. Like, what's with the dick eating? There's no flipping. This is my view. What I mean by that, this whole like idea of like just beating off to some shit on TV, I cannot relate.
Why did you say Caucasian?
I said Caucasus.
Is that what you said? Oh, okay.
Caucasus. Yes, it's not dick eating.
Is it really dick eating?
You said it's Caucasian.
Yes. Every 2 seconds you're like, he's flipping. I'm like, what are you just talking, bro?
I heard Caucasian, bro.
Define what you mean by Caucasus.
It's a trolly comment.
Exactly.
Meant, yes. Yes, it's a trolly comment.
That's some white people shit. That's all I'm saying.
Is it?
That's pretty much what he's saying.
Listen, I had a friend who was white who fapped in class. It was wild.
Or you just say it's weird.
I'm dead ass.
I have a friend named Ibrahim who did.
I don't. That's crazy. If you knew any Ibrahim that did that, that's mad wild. He disgraced other Ibrahim. And that's mega tough.
He had trouble, It's tough.
That's wild. Whoever that is.
I see a lot of sand in the background.
It's very crazy. It's a very negacious thing to do for that Ibrahimovic. I don't know why I would do that.
It's a very Senegalicious, you know.
Yeah, very Senegalicious thing, I suppose. Some mad thing for sure. I don't know. But yeah, I forgot that Reed Jump doesn't
Anyways,
Marafi's lagging, so whatever she's saying, I'm not here.
Yeah, let's just ignore it for now.
She's lagging.
She sounds
A robot.
she sounds like Optimus Prime through a chipmunk filter. This is very
hold on, let me come back.
this is very tough.
No, you're good.
When did Pat and Ellie get it?
I think
Pat is
I'm always here.
How we doing, Pat?
Like I said, you guys are my podcast.
Whoa.
that sounds very gay.
It's very comforting to know, Pat.
I didn't give you my consent.
Okay, firstly, how is that gay?
You're just listening
You're
to our voice.
in the call with a bunch of dudes, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
So is listening to podcasts by males gay?
Yeah.
To sleep, yes.
He said he falls asleep to us sometimes.
Oh, okay. That is a little.
You got.
Can you guys hear me
You guys
now?
fall asleep.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Oh, Wesley, what's up with you calling me a slave, nigga? Come here. That's what I was trying to say.
Huh? What now?
Y'all calling me racist? Wesley,
I am perplexed.
What?
Yo,
Let's talk about.
I am extremely perplexed.
We can talk about surprise.
Wesley's time to dip, bro.
Slave.
I am unbelievable.
Wesley.
That's a DM conversation. That's not a public.
Slave.
Guess so.
Loud in here, man.
What?
Maybe so.
You know.
Yeah. And if you don't,
You don't.
Whoa.
You
That's
can
very
catch
tough.
these hands.
all right, Braun Strowman.
Slaves doesn't have a racial connotation. Everyone was a slave at one point.
Technically
no,
true.
it had something to do with
That's true.
skin complexion, Wesley. Don't play dumb with me.
Did it? I don't even remember the context. I just remember saying it.
Shake my head.
Oh, was it about the color, like the power that you should have with your? Damn,
Who is that person?
that wasn't my post.
Who was that?
I was just answering the question.
Who is that account?
Who? What are we talking about?
The Spider-Man account.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
I'm not looking at the call, so I have no.
it's a Spider-Man. It's a girl in the group.
It's a what?
What?
Nothing.
It's a Muslim girl in the group?
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck?
Are we all
I
Muslim
mean,
girls?
there's Sienna, there's Suggle, and then there's Ricky, and then who else?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's funny.
Do you know like Sienna?
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you, Marafi. The one's a surprise.
Do I know Sienna? No, I don't know her like that, no.
Oh. Okay, I was just asking.
Is it her?
Nah, I would know. I'm not even really paying attention, so I'm not sure.
It's funny that she doesn't know who it is. That's funny.
Huh?
I'm not really sure what's happening.
Me neither. Swear to God.
Yeah, welcome to the.
Oh God.
Anyways, I have a road trip tomorrow. Good night, y'all.
Really?
Good night. Well, it was nice of you to cameo.
Are you going to Chicago?
No, I'm going to Kelowna.
Kelowna, Chicago?
Oh, she's about to say Columbus.
Kelowna, BC.
Adelsa got excited.
Adelsa's about to rip his shirt off. He's about to get Jorgen Von strangled. And he's just
Put the lotion in.
So you say you going to DC?
BC, British Columbia.
Oh, DC's not that far.
I've been to DC. I've been to DC before. It's you know. It's,
I live 45 minutes.
I'm not going to America, guys. The borders are closed.
DC, you know. It's alright.
DC fire.
Got some things. Yeah.
Some chocolate.
Like is there a boardwalk area and just fire.
DC. The best thing I remember from DC was the lobster I ate there.
Who's that Chocolate City?
Any food
I've seen that movie like a couple of
You gotta drive through Ohio to get to
sounds like my house.
Those kind of made me go to Donato's, where I'm not driving 10 hours just to get one.
Dude.
No.
Good pizza.
You know, that's not even 10 hours, Kevin. You live like 4 hours away from me.
Listen, do you know where I live? Like, what do you mean?
You live in Virginia. That's like 4.5
That is 10 hours away from here.
It's 10 hours?
If I'm going on a car, yes, it's 10 hours. You live in the middle of the fucking. You live in the middle of the Midwest. I live in Northern Virginia.
Wait, where you live? Richmond?
I live in Richmond and I live in Northern Virginia. So I live in the middle of Virginia and I live at the northernmost part of Virginia. I live in two places, depending on the time of year it is. And it's still 10 hours from. Hold on,
it's 7 hours, bro. 7 hours.
Does that make it any better?
No, Ibrahima, you still waiting, man?
It's so long as hell.
And we're in Northern Virginia, because that's probably even closer.
I live in Woodbridge.
Woodbridge?
Woodbridge.
Like wood?
Woodbridge, all together.
It's a common name for.
Okay. Look at that. 6 hours.
Oh.
That's a cap number.
Wait, what are you talking about?
That's probably without fucking traffic. You know the traffic we have over here, bro? Cause you gotta cross all the way into DC, bro. It's not. It'll take like 8 hours probably. That's if I'm lucky.
For Donato's Pizza is worth it. Did you guys see that congressional candidate that said the radical left is like manipulating people's minds through anime porn like Dragon Ball Z?
Yes,
I did not see that.
I see all those
What are you
things.
talking about, bro?
Said a lot of wild things.
There was this congressional candidate that said like the minds of the youth are being manipulated now through anime porn like Dragon Ball Z, and we need to take a stand against it.
Yeah.
He's talking about they need to take a stand against it. We need to put America first and stop that. And stop exposing youth to pornographic animes from Japan, like Dragon Ball Z.
Humanity is a stupid race.
But what makes it so funny is because we're not wrong. B20 and Twitter
Don't act like Dragon Ball ain't pornographic.
I was gonna say what makes it crazy and like hilarious is that because it's 2020 and it's Twitter and we're the meme generation. Like nobody pointed out like that he's wrong in his replies. They were just like they went along with it. And they're saying things like absolutely.
Is he wrong though?
They're saying things like we absolutely agree with you, candidate. And they're like Mr. Miller, just like the pornography of Dragon Ball Z is just disgusting.
You can show like cheeky Dragon Ball clips.
Could you imagine?
Like and support his claim. Right? He had like a highlight reel.
Yeah, just like
bro, all you need is that Bulma scene, bro. You got it.
I was gonna say, could you imagine if that's all he said? And like,
He read the first volume, like I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, like I know. So could you imagine, like he just walked in on like his nephew watching Dragon Ball, like he just saw like some wild thing on the screen, and he's like, "What are you watching?" And he's like, "Dragon Ball Z, Dad." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to turn that off." And he did that. That's what triggered the tweet like that.
The funny thing is that's not the only thing he said. He talks about a lot of pop culture stuff, and some of his stuff he says is funny. Like I think he made some comment on rap culture, and I don't know what it was. He said that. What did he say? He took a shot at rapper, was it? And then said Meek Mill's a good rapper or something. I don't know, but he's a funny dude. I don't know.
The only issue though is that like because they're politicians, they always got to make any issue with anything in the world have to be the other like opposition's fault that created it. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is he's clearly.
I'm not countering to what you're saying. What I'm pointing out is like when you're a politician saying your thoughts on anything.
the issue always has to be like created by like the opposition political party. So like anime porn is a problem with the youth, so they were created by the radical left. I'm like, what in the talking about? Like you have people like Republicans going like, bro, I don't know if I said this in a call. I may have said it in like a chat or something. My
radical left is funny.
Yeah, the radical left and their anime pornography like drugs. It's like, bro, you think Democrats are getting in a meeting going, all right, so how can we make some more anime porn to send to these kids? It's like, bro, you can dislike something and it wasn't created by the radical left. I could have had bad service at a restaurant. I'm not like, man, this fucking service. No, not seriously. No.
I don't know. You made some complaints.
I don't blame my problems on like for the most part, but my day-to-day problems I don't blame on political parties, bro. on a micro level like that, no. But all right, listen. So now I lost my train of thought of what I was going to say.
Probably the conservatives.
No, fuck! I had to think. Tonight I can't even remember because you just wanted
the radical right.
Oh no, now I remember. So I had a coworker, right? Really nice lady who her husband is a really cool dude too, and like he's like he's a super duper hardcore religious Christian guy who's also like a massive Trump supporter, and his wife is apolitical for the most part. But her husband, this guy I'm telling you about, is like super like crazy Trump supporter, whatever, right? And I don't really talk politics with this dude, but like he's a chill guy and everything, right? And he randomly sends me a video on Messenger, and it's a video basically saying that like the deep state and the radical left and the Obama administration created coronavirus in a Wuhan lab. and timed the virus to release just in time for an election year, and that coronavirus. Who's doing that?
I hate humanity, bro.
Ronnie, the video is hilarious, and they're saying that like the virus was timed to release right just in time to stifle a political candidate. And I'm sitting here watching this video, and I'm like, Joey, I don't think you're a stupid person. So why are you sending me this stupid video? Like, I'm just sitting here.
Have you seen that Ella Emanuela chick, the doctor who said that coronavirus isn't real or something? What's her name?
All I know is that Herman Cain was talking about it being a hoax and died 2 weeks later. Coronavirus.
He got mega smoke. He went to that fucking rally and he got popped.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Like, it's just like, bro, like, some conspiracies, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, but other times, like a lot of conspiracies, like niggas are just being stupid, bro. Like, and the video was saying that because like the Democrats have such links with so many mainstream media outlets, they're all in on the plan and the ploy, but they're not releasing it to the public, and like it's the virus was just an easy way to create mass hysteria and control people and limit their freedoms, which affects voting and all this and other stuff.
It's almost better the 5G tower nonsense, nigga.
So
yes, I know.
The general point of the video is basically Obama and his squad made coronavirus, and I was just like, bro, my nigga, why are you sending me this shit, bro? I didn't want to disrespect him, so I just didn't even reply, but I was just so disappointed. I was like, Joe, you really believe this shit, bro? Like,
I mean, you believe a lot of libtard, you know.
Wesley, a lot of these conspiracies are retarded, like, regardless of political party. A lot of these conspiracy theories are so dumb. Wesley, if my friend sent me a video saying that the Trump administration created coronavirus, I'd say that's fucking stupid.
Sponsor something.
Yeah. Umbrella Academy Trump.
Mr. Clark.
Just politics aside, that's just a dumb. That's just a dumb thing
5G towers, nigga.
Who is libtard?
Libtards are an insult to liberals that conservatives use. Yeah, they're called libtards. Yeah.
never heard that term, libtard?
I've never heard
This is why I never get into politics.
The libtard snowflakes.
If you go on like YouTube, especially like 4 years ago, there was a big culture on YouTube where like SCWs failed, and then like a lot of the SCWs were fucking liberals. So like the big,
like haha, get bodied, fucking
the big conservative people were called like snowflakes and libtards and blah blah blah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like anybody who was advocating for like any type of quote unquote progressive thing, and it said something stupid, they would just call you a libtard. You never seen SCW fail with us?
They do be saying some stupid ass shit. But,
Did you? Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I mean, that's the unfortunate thing, and I've said this before. Because the Democratic Party is so disorganized, like they've allowed like SJWs to try to like take over and be the face of like things that they shouldn't be the fucking face of. Because a lot of them are just dumb young people who don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
so it's a mess, and I don't agree with a lot of SJWs. So it is what it is.
Are you voting for Kanye?
No. Yeah, I'm not addressing that. But Kevin, I don't know if you saw this because I know you're on Twitter, so maybe you did. Did you see that? I don't know if it was done by the Biden campaign. I would hope not. But this official site was made called "Settle for Biden 2020." It was bad funny. It was literally called "Settle." It was called "Settle for Biden 2020," and the campaign thing was like, "We know he wasn't your first choice. It wasn't ours." And or something like that. Like I was dying laughing, bro.
My thing is, listen. All I do want to say regarding that whole election is that I don't see Trump winning this. To be honest with you.
Did you hear what he said about the if he's going to accept the results?
Yeah, he said that this is going to be a fraudulent. I was like, get that nonsense out of here.
No. The funniest thing, like I gotta admit, it was funny because he did keep it a buck. They asked him on Fox News, because there's the whole controversy of like people being able to attend voting booths and the mail-in stuff and all this other stuff. But they asked him like, are you going to accept the results no matter what? And he said, I don't know, man. It depends on what happens. And I'm like, in my head, like I was looking at TV going, so you're basically saying if you win, it's cool, but if not, that's some bullshit. And then he went on to say, listen, Kevin, he went on to say, he goes, listen, if I win, I know I'm going to win. Like the American people love me, but if I lose, clearly something's going on. And I started laughing. I was dying. I was like,
that doesn't make sense given the recent approval ratings, but.
Well, of course. But what I'm saying is, at least get to the buck there, like, because I know for a fact in his head, he's like, look, if I win, I ain't about to question shit. But if I don't win, hey man, I'm about to protest this bullshit. And he went on to say that.
Do you think Kanye's splitting the Democratic vote?
He's trying to, but
he already dropped out.
Nah, he's writing. He said, "Write him in. I'm running." He paid like $50,000 to get on the ballot.
That I saw.
No, it was no.
I don't.
He dropped out.
His decision changes every day, Rob.
Yo, this man needs some help. That's all.
No, he literally said, "I'm going in on writing this." No cap. I remember I seen that guy. He is still running.
That man said, "Donda, the album dropping Friday." We didn't get anything.
Nah,
I mean, it's Friday.
We're getting this soon. I think
it was last Friday, Rodney. It was last Friday.
Yes, yeah. He said it was dropping last Friday, and the thing is, I didn't even expect. People were hyped, and I was like, bro, Kanye never drops albums on time. Why are y'all niggas excited? He never drops albums on time.
He'll drop the album like 3 months from now, bro. Stop it.
It's not worse than Winds of Winter not coming out yesterday.
What'd you say?
It's not worse than Winds of Winter not coming out yesterday.
Y'all have faith in that nigga? Like, stop.
He's writing.
No,
I have retired from getting excited about Kanye West releases.
Oh, I've been done with that since Yandi.
I'm gonna let him drop, and if it's good, it's good. He's at a type of career where he's already had a couple classic albums at this point. He's in the bonus stage where what I'm saying is like he's already cemented as like an all-time great musician, even though he's dropped a lot of bullshit recently. But for me, I don't expect much of him at his current stage. So if he drops something good at this point, that's like bonus shit to me. That's how I see it.
Look, if he drops 3 of the Yandi tracks on this one, it's gonna be a good album to me.
I don't know, man. From what I gotta go back, but when I listened to that Yanni, like I thought it was bad. I don't know.
Nah, dude, that Slave Name song, that shit hits. That's great.
I don't need to hear Kanye's song named Slave Names.
Yeah.
Giving his view on slavery.
bro, all I can say is he's on a manic episode now, man. I can't take it seriously right now.
Yes.
I mean, listen, he's about to bop his relationship very soon, so that's gonna be fun.
Yo, can you imagine how much he drop if Kim K
They got kids, man.
They got kids, man. Think about it, man.
Evil.
A dude like Kanye, man, he can't.
Bro,
I don't know.
Imagine the quality of an album he would drop if she divorced him.
Would he care?
We're getting 808.
Yo, Edosa. What rapper? What rapper campaigning for president would be the funniest to just follow on the campaign trail? I'm gonna give you some choices. We have Kanye, who already is. Joe Budden.
You know, Logic. I talk a lot about Logic, and he's very bad.
Could you just imagine the debate they're like Mr. Budden, it's your chance to respond to Trump's claim, and he'll be like, "Now, Mr. Trump, I've made the claim in the past." Now, like, can you imagine Trump interrupting? He's just like, I'm going to ask one more time for you to not interrupt me before I get angry. And like, cause I don't know about y'all. The reason Joe is so funny to me is he has the voice of he has the voice of a guy who's clearly gone through like a lot of counseling to rein in his anger issues. You know what I'm saying?
He's an enlightened Jersey nigga.
Yeah, he sounds like a guy who clearly has chakra seals on his anger. So and like, cause like every time he's about to get angry, you see him take a long pause and he's just like. Once again, I am saying you need to, like, it's that type of energy.
The funniest rapper to follow through a campaign will be Wale.
Wale, bum ass.
Don't stop it. Yeah, you see, Kevin, it's niggas like you that's the reason Wale isn't the smart.
Yeah.
Because Wale's a bitch. I don't know why it is, but like Wale is so soft.
I think Wale is a corny ass nigga.
Look. He's sensitive as hell, but it's like, bro, like he's a good rapper, and people be on his dick. That's why he gets to this.
This is my thing. Listen.
Y'all treat him so bad. He's a good rapper.
When you make millions, listen. When you hear like his first album, like, yo, this is some good stuff. And then like you get this
good rapper.
Hold on, he's a good rapper, but just because you're a good rapper, all them sensitive niggas, Wale, Meek Mill, who the fuck else is there? I hate those type of dudes, especially Meek Mill, because Meek Mill, like, you get mad, you get a little pissed.
Most rappers nowadays are sensitive as shit.
Yeah, they're very sensitive. But like Meek says like 30 niggas. Meek says like 30 niggas at you. Like when he did that shit to Safari, it was like, oh, Safari got fucked up. Nigga, he sent 30 nudes to Safari. What are you saying? That shit, I was like, yo, that's why I hate that dude, bro. It's like, I'm tough, I'm this. You talking that hood shit in your music, my nigga, but you're doing that prison reform. Pick a side, nigga. Pick a side. Like, stay on one side. But
that actually is a solid point. Wale, you know, Meek will be on that prison reform shit, but then he sent 30 niggas to pull up on a dude.
Yeah, I can't. It's so contradictory. I hate the dudes. Let me think who else. There's a lot of sensitive rappers though. Like a lot of, especially nowadays.
Wale would be the funniest person to follow.
Wow, what is funny about Wale, Dustin?
I mean, the way Wale be getting angry is hilarious.
How he would react.
Yeah, do you remember when Wale went on that? Was it Everyday Struggle?
I think
he was just going at it with Ak.
Yeah,
He was like, if we were in high school, I'd be the jock.
I was like, bro, what is this, a 90s sitcom? Like,
but Kevin. At this point, you have to admit Ak is a bitch ass nigga.
I mean, he's told you he was a bitch ass. Like, are you telling me something I don't know? Like I was a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, what's your point? He told niggas he's not about that hard shit. Like, what's it? What?
No, I'm not even talking about being hard or not. I'm just saying overall. He's just a pussy ass nigga, bro.
Why?
Just bro, he's just a cornball, man. Like,
tell me why. I can give you reasons why Wale's a cornball. Tell me why Ak is a quote unquote.
The shit he says, just.
What did he say?
Bro,
I can point to you rants that fucking Wale went on that I think were corny. And
listen, Wale is a very corny and sensitive nigga, for sure.
Yeah.
So you don't have to even counter because I know. Look.
Nah, but also the thing is like with Wale, the reason I don't respect it is like he's also talking his tough shit. Like he could beat you up or like he's better than you. It's different when somebody says, "Listen, I'm letting you know that right now I'm not about to be on that throwing hand shit."
I think what people think Act is corny is because whenever he gets in a confrontation with somebody, all he starts talking about is how much money he got.
Does he talk about how much money? He doesn't talk about how much money.
Yes, he did it with Freddie Gibbs, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he? I didn't watch those streams.
Post our tax returns, bro. Like, that's corny.
Man, post our tax returns.
No.
Man's in his basement. He's in his basement. He's talking about, I get money, nigga. I get money.
No. But I will say he got fired up. But I mean, Freddie gets kicked him. That is what it is. Freddie kicked him.
Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, it was good, Ricky.
See, you know why Freddie did well against him, Kevin? Because like Freddie is good. He understands the art of internet trolling, and he did really well at it. Whereas other rappers aren't like great at trolling. They just want to send niggas at you, and like they don't know how to troll back. And like Freddie gives us trolled him back mad hard.
Meek. I will say this. Meek, yo.
That's terrible, man.
Meek got bought by this dude so many. It was so funny. I remember when he called out Meek. He got dissed by the. Meek is
What did Meek do?
Meek like when Freddie was roasting Ack, right? Because nobody really likes Ack. Freddie was roasting Ack. Meek came out of nowhere like a bitch, and then you know what? Like when somebody's going on you, everybody's roasting you, and you're like, "Hold up, boy! I know you ain't talking." And he gave him the energy. He fired Meek up, and then Meek kept getting mad. He went on more rants, and the nigga like, "Listen, Freddie was going on Ack, right? Let's say like."
It was like a roast session at like.
It was like a roast session. Ack is getting roasted. Yeah, Ack is getting roasted. And then Meek tried to get a little kick in like a bitch, and then Ack was like, "Hold on, I'm not gonna let you get this kick in," and snapped his leg off. That's what happened. That's what happened.
He started chiming in, bro.
Yeah. And like I said, he's not right in all situations, but I think he does get a lot of unnecessary hate personally. Like niggas just be on his dick, and then when he responds, people, "Oh, you a bitch, you soft." It's like, nigga, you mentioned my name first. Why can't I respond to you?
Meek, I'm not gonna lie, does not act his age. He does not act his age.
Meek is a child.
I fucked up with Freddie because he was trying to come at him with the whole "I got money" and stuff.
No. Freddie fired him up. Andre. No, I say Andre. Meek. No. Listen. I got fired up by Freddie. Freddie roasted his ass. He didn't win that battle.
He didn't need to roast him. He just let him. He kind of shot himself. Like he was.
Yeah, he did. He shouldn't have said anything. I was like, yo, shut. Like he's a new rapper. You're a dude who's known in the thing. Just keep it there. Don't respond to his comment. But it's like with Meek is always getting sensitive. Saying niggas a Safari, doing this, doing that. I just can't. I can never respect Meek. So that's just what it is. At least with Wale can drop a firearm and be like, all right, cool. We'll let you rock. But
Wale's a good rapper, bro.
Yeah. I'll let Wale because he doesn't go on that emotional energy recently.
I don't know. I feel like he's slightly becoming. He's getting over that recently. In his last Breakfast Club interview, he seemed a little bit more chilled out.
Wasn't Wale supporting Virgil during that whole?
Well, you know Virgil, bro. I feel like Virgil, he's actually been correcting himself pretty much quite a lot. You know that whole thing?
No. Did you not see the hoodie that says "I support black businesses" and it's like $500? I was like, yo, this guy's taking a mic.
Hey man,
he's taking a mic.
Who the fuck is Virgil?
You guys,
listen, that target audience is people.
The guy who designed Off-White.
Oh, I blow. You gotta say his full name. Yeah. I'm like, who are you talking about?
Virgil.